Hey, check out the Miles Playboys. I'm back. Live show tonight. Special guest, TikTok star, my boy Czar Danya in the building. Get ready for it. Yo, did you see the video I dropped today? And Fit are off YouTube. Fresh and Fit are off YouTube. But I got my man Danya in the building, TikTok star, almost 200,000 followers, they call them, 200,000 followers on TikTok. So yeah, we're going up. Czar Danya. All right. Also, guys, please support the channel. Cash App Shape Models to donate. We're taking donations. We don't want to end up like the Fresh and Fit podcast. So we still want to get that YPP money, but also hit me with that Cash App money. I need that. I'm gonna bring my man IP. IP is rocking with me. He's monitoring the audios. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make sure that internet connection is good. It's just Saturday night. People are really on their Netflix tonight. So I'm gonna bring my boy in.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up, my boy?
I'm doing well. How you doing, man?
Bro, see what's going on with Fresh and Fit?
Of course. I mean, honestly, it was a matter of time. I can't say I'm surprised, but at the same time, I'm a bit surprised.
Bro, they blew that. They blew the bag, bro. Yo, is yelling at girls worth blowing the bag? Are you gonna really yell at girls and lose the bag? Come on now.
6 figures a month bag. That's not a light bag. That's a heavy bag, bro.
Yo, Fresh is gonna have to return all those McLarens, y'all. All those McLarens, y'all. Them rentals costly. You know YouTube is paying for them rentals.
I mean, YouTube's paying for everything, man. And that's the thing. Like they've been on YouTube for a minute. They've been doing this for a while. Ideally, hopefully, they should have some other forms of income, but oftentimes people just, again, they thought it was just a limitless, supply. But again, this is what happens when you don't follow rules and everything. YouTube has rules. The people have rules. That's the thing, right? Because it's all about the people at the end of the day. So
it just, you know what, YouTube, the YPP program. So for people to understand, I just got monetized on YouTube, right? The YPP program is a special program where YouTube collaborates with content creators and gives them a share of the ad revenue. Okay, so that means they're going to place ads on your video. And so your video has to be ad friendly. They would make stuff that's not ad friendly. So YouTube would demonetize their videos and they would get paid through another YouTube pay program through super chats where people leave comments. So they weren't ad friendly, but they were donation friendly and people donate to their podcast, usually with like hate speech to girls. And it was just bad. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, she's ugly. Oh, yo, she's dumb. Yo, she's stupid. It's like, what ad wants to play after this? Like, nobody wants to play after that. So, yeah, in trouble. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. The channel's blowing up. We're going straight to the top. Almost about 2,000 subs. Almost at 2,000 subs. Get us to 2,000 subs. We're actually on our way to 10,000 subs because I know we're about to hit 2.
It's the road to 10,000. It's the road to 10,000.
Yeah. That's what I'm excited about that, and so we're all trying to make our bets on like when we're gonna hit 10,000. We know we're gonna hit it. Now, even with Fresh and Fit, they created a huge vacuum. All the YouTubers that want to hop on YouTube right now, YouTube is going to see a boom. It's going to be searching for where to supplement all those subscribers to their live shows because they were big on live shows, right?
A lot of Fresh and Fit's content were live shows, and oftentimes even the clips and everything that I was seeing would be stuff from live shows. So, and I'm not gonna lie, oftentimes the clips that I saw were the most polarizing clips, and that's the stuff that drags you to the channel. Now you just have to go and and the funny thing is, there are a lot of times that I would find clips, and then I would have to go find the live stream, that they recorded, and then have to cut through it to try to find that specific part that they were talking about. So, yeah.
Right. Now I know what you mean, and so it's it's a shame, man, to see hundreds of thousands of dollars just going like this. When I found out, I was like, I couldn't believe it, bro. I was like, and I kind of wanted. I thought they were joking, right? I I thought they were joking for a second, but then when Myron that bad cry, I'm like, there's no way he's faking this bad cry. And like, they look really upset, right? They look really down about it. Like, yo, man, we lost it all. And Fresh was like, the beginning, right? We're gonna play the video, guys. But in the beginning, it was like, yo, this is the end. Like, it was real sad. It was real sad. So,
and it's not oftentimes it's just the two of them. You know, usually they'll have a crew in the studio. You know, a few girls, maybe a couple guys. So seeing them, just the two of them in the studio, and the mood was.
It wasn't right. Yeah. Oh, well. But yo, look, we got some new stars coming onto the scene. The Manosphere is in shambles, right? And so it's looking for the new talent. Of course, Shake Out the Miles. I'm one of the new talents in the Manosphere. Even though I've been doing YouTube for the last 3 years, I want to bring in one of my good friends who's been just exploding on TikTok. This dude has just phenomenal content, you know, and I'm really supportive of him. My good friend Czar Danya. Yo, please give a round of applause for my guy Czar Danya coming in, man. It's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? A beautiful thing, yeah, bro. You know, my boy Czar Danya. What it do, my brother?
What's up, Kareem? How you doing, man?
Yo, I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing good. Listen, I really want to know, my boy. What do you think about this whole thing? You know, a lot of people are talking about it. You know, what do you think about it?
So, like you said, the people in the back room that you don't see doing the editing, the videos, how are they going to get paid now?
Well, and now it's coming out directly out their pocket. So, like, if they're not generating money, those people would have to get paid directly out their pockets.
I think they're going to go elsewhere. I think they're going to go elsewhere because, once again, right, they're not going to do all that for free. How much money is Myron really going to dish out?
Well, they said he got a new studio. So I think that they decided to go on, right? I mean, like, that's what it's apparent to me that they've already got, even like they had some static with the actual building, right? The building was saying that they don't want their content there anymore because too many people are fighting, too much things going on, too many threats, maybe gun violence, who knows? They just felt like it was too rowdy. It was attracting like the wrong type of vibe to the building. So apparently they're moving their studio and everything. Like, this is a big change for them.
Yeah, I actually think, just to chime in real quick, one of the big catalysts was there was a little while back where there was a woman who actually pulled a gun in the studio while she was getting kicked out. And Myron had to jump up, tell everybody to move to the side because she was waving around a gun from near the entrance. So I remember actually seeing that clip myself. So
wow. I heard about that, but I never seen it. That's crazy. I actually never knew the full story about it.
It doesn't surprise me. Does it surprise you with the types of women that they would bring on that show? Does that surprise anyone with the caliber of women? That's why when I tell guys, this ain't the Fresh and Fit podcast. Like, I'm not going to bring trashy ass women on a podcast doing videos with them. I'm only protecting the feminine women that men can learn from, who don't even have a gun, number one. Or who's never even shot a gun, right? But these are the types of situations you get yourself in when everyone is your customer, right? When everyone is your customer, no one is your customer. And they have to be more careful. And there was an episode where Waka Flocka Flame, he got up and he walked out of the show. He basically said, fuck this.
I seen that. And you know, I was like, whoa. Waka's a pretty cool dude. So
he's
Waka
a cool dude, man. And he's got game, bro.
Like?
Waka's a cool dude, but he basically said that's his decision. He was noticing that all they do is trash women. He's like, fuck this. He's like, he doesn't want to be a part of it.
And he didn't have to diss him. He's just like, yo, guys, I'm out of here. And no one even tripped on him. They tried to make fun of him afterwards, but it was like, this was just pointless. It was just like, are we here to just rag on women? You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. We're not gonna do that, right? If we're gonna talk about girls, there's no reason to rag on them because honestly, what do you have to be upset about? You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting the results you want with women, you know you could do something about that, right? You're not stuck. So, you know, to be mad at the girls and feel like they gotta suffer because you're suffering, you're misguided. You know what I'm saying? Really opportunity to improve. Every time I see a roadblock in my life, I smile because I'm like, yo, this is an opportunity for me to become better, right? Because if that roadblock you get stuck there and you stay there, you never were able to transcend it. You know what I'm saying? So you never evolved. But we're here as adaptations of our greatest self. We are evolved adaptations of ancestors. And so we got to keep adapting. We got to keep evolving. And that's in our lives personally, that's becoming more skilled, becoming more wise, becoming more useful. These are the opportunities that people have, but they let these obstacles, right? They let obstacles be their downfall. Like I said, I believe in sin. So yeah, Danya, I mean, thank you for coming, my brother. I'm glad to have you here. This is a big opportunity for us because we see what's going on in the manosphere right now. We see that the manosphere is looking for new leadership. And that's why I brought you in here, Danya, because I feel like you're definitely a good representation of what manosphere could be, right? If we decide to say, all right, there's all this attention for male improvement information, who can we look to? Who can we rely on to be a good resource? Who's going to keep evolving, becoming a better version of themselves? You know what I'm saying? And Danya, I think the audience has spoken. They believe you're going to be one of the top people that we can look to for answers in the manosphere. What you think about that?
Well, for one, they're definitely right. If anyone actually believes that, because I've been doing this for over 13 years, and you can tell my boys from way back in the day, all I would ever talk about was women. Game, picking up women, rejection. So they know I didn't just come out of nowhere and all of a sudden I wanted to talk about women and act like I just got this game from watching the Fresh and Fit podcast. Never happened that way. Like, I've been gaming women for a long time, but it took countless of rejections. I can't tell you how many beautiful women I lost, but I learned very quickly, as I'm sure you guys do. I hope you do. Learn from your mistakes quickly, right? If something doesn't work, my fault. Let me go back to the drawing board. Let me fix that problem. Maybe it was something that I said. Maybe it was the way I said it. Maybe it was my body language. Maybe I need to work out a little bit more. So you always have to look in the mirror. Do your best. Rewire your brain, because we've been programmed since birth as men to fail. We've literally been programmed to fail as men. Be the nice guy, bring her flowers, write her a Valentine's Day card, ask her out to prom like a dork when you don't even know the girl. You're still that beta male barnacle. But once again, I want men to understand something. We're going to get away from that whole red pill environment, the manosphere of what it is now, because we want you guys to actually learn about women, how to attract women, how to keep women in a relationship, how to avoid toxic women, what to say when a woman tests you, because women throw tests at men. That's what we're more concerned about, because we love women. We love feminine women, right? I think that a woman can add so much value to a man's life. They have certain superpowers that you can't find anywhere else. A good quality girl. I'm going to tell you guys right now, what makes a girl so irreplaceable and so rare? It's her ability to influence a man without being forceful. So you'll meet that one rare girl that automatically maybe reincarnates you, who sees your potential, who pushes you to be better. Only women have that power. Your boys don't have that power. So, and a woman also, when they break up with you, they are the best motivators if you turn that pain into purpose. But a lot of men want to be bitter, cry. They want to send her 50 paragraphs like they're Shakespeare, begging for her to come back when she's already blown off the next dude, laying in bed laughing at all your text messages. And I've been there on both sides. I've been there when me and a girl were laughing at her boyfriend while she was cheating on him. Like, oh, look how much of a loser he is. He just called me 20 times in a row. Like, we're laughing. We're sitting there laying naked laughing at this dude that's her boyfriend. Okay. And then that
Let me ask you this,
night,
though. I know you're going to.
He shows up that. Let me finish that story, though. That same night, listen to this shit.
Go ahead.
He shows up to her place unannounced as she's leaving my place. She's pulling into her parking lot. He's waiting there for her. And he said, "Oh, I was worried about you. You didn't answer." And that's when she said, "Listen, I just need some space." And she told me this. I asked her, how did you break up with them? I told him I needed space. That's when it hit me. When women say that, they are already fucking with another dude. That is not a good sign. When a man says that, he actually does need space to get his shit done, to be alone for a little bit. When women say that, we all know that they can't be alone. They need a man. They need that validation. So when they tell you they need space, they have already been sucking off another dude for months, maybe even a year. That was the backup plan. And then when you finally became weak and pushed her away into his arms, that's when she says, yep, I'm done with this. I need space. Keeping you on the back burner, right? In case shit doesn't work out with her and that new alpha, well, I'm still going to keep you on the back burner. And they believe it. These guys fucking believe it. And this is why game is so important. I don't want you guys going back out with your fucking ex. Ever. Pointless.
No, I hear you. I mean, yo, this man, you're a good storyteller, bro. Like every time you tell a story, there's like so many questions I have, but I want to welcome someone to join the chat. Tommy, what's going on, Tommy? We got some people chatting. They're coming in, some chats coming in. We got a chat that reads, Danya, I'm 17 and my teacher told me I have beautiful eyes and I look like James Bond. She's 25. Beautiful. What should I do?
Give her that grade A hot beef injection.
Oh
just go for it, bro. Just keep your mouth shut, though.
The mouth shut is the important part, though, if he does go through with that.
Just keep your mouth shut. But as we know, Kareem, when you're 17, you're in high school. None of these kids keep their mouth shut.
I mean, that's too good of a story to tell. But look, and here's a sad, right? You're gonna have that hater friend that's gonna blow it all, right? You just want to tell your one boy, hey, bro, yo, Miss Levine, like, bro, we're in her room, like, you want to just tell, just to say, because, like, just to relive it a little bit. Too busy just being jealous. Now he gonna rat you out to make sure you don't. Oh, I mean, you know what he did? He did this, and then like all of a sudden now the mom tells the teacher, you know what I'm saying, and it all goes to shit, you know what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna recommend that people, you know what I'm saying, sleep with 5 teachers.
No, Kareem, let me rephrase that. So if she calls you James Bond, say something cocky and funny. Well, I definitely get the ladies like him. Right? Practice saying that, bro. Like, be cocky. Even when I was around teachers, they loved me because they loved my attitude. I wasn't trying to sleep with them. I did that years after I graduated high school, but that's another story. But be cocky and funny, bro. They'll remember you when you graduate. And when that opportunity comes, no one can say anything. She's not your teacher anymore. So who gives a fuck? And this happened with me and my gym teacher last year. No one knew, but she said she always had a crush on me. I was like, okay.
So wait, she came back to you last year as like a gym teacher from high school?
Yeah.
Oh. See, that
consenting adults. Consenting adults.
That's I'm not gonna tell underage kids to mess with their teacher, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna encourage that. But I would say though, they do come back. They do. Wait it out. You know what I'm saying? Wait it out. See if she could return, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of high school, get out of that environment so she's not an authority to you. And
keep building
yourself.
yourself.
Like 1 year, you got like 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Build
I'm
yourself.
Sure you guys become Facebook
because
friends.
they look at your Instagram, bro. Like the teachers from back in the day, they look at your Instagram. And when they had a crush on you when you were in high school, imagine you when you're older, like 25, 30. Now they're like, damn, I really want to hang out with this dude. And that's it. You two are consensual adults. People are so dumb because the guys that get in trouble, they sleep with the teachers in high school. Why can't you wait until you're older? She ain't going nowhere. She's not going anywhere. If you still work out and you're that man, right, that she found attractive, if you're that athlete or that alpha, bro, as long as you remain that way, she's still going to fuck you.
Right.
Good question.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a sticky situation, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to talk about kids and what they should do with their teachers.
Yeah.
That's for you to decide, my brother.
We won't promote that
out. Yeah, you figure it out. So all right, look, I also heard that you were working on a book or you're working on like some like programs. Talk to me.
So I have an attraction ebook, The Beautiful Language of Women, stories that I can only discuss in that ebook, or else I'd be banned for life. I'd be burned on the stake. the secrets that women do not want any of you guys to know. So you guys get the lighter version of me on social media. And also there's a relationship book, The Alpha Way, How to Keep Her. So once you attract a girl, you have to learn how to keep her. And there's 30 videos that come with those books, the Czar laws of dating, the foundation of dating. These are my laws. You could say the commandments of dating. These are my laws that everyone has to live by. And you have to take an oath before you watch those videos.
That's dope. Yeah, I mean, so what inspired it? What made you think of that? Like, because you know,
a girl.
Okay.
A girl. I got angry at a
breakup?
girl. Something happened. This one Brazilian chick I was dating, and they can be hotheads. It just motivated me. I got it done within a week, and I was already writing the second one. All I kept doing was just writing, and I kept telling myself.
How long is it? Is it like a pamphlet?
It's
like,
it's an I want to sell it as an ebook because I don't want people to get it on Amazon. This isn't something that I really want out to the entire public. So it's $97, and I wanted it to be that price because of the value. I don't want just everyone buying it, like a select few who want to learn the game, who want to learn how to attract women, be better with women. And I have a bunch of tests on there to tell whether she's a good woman or whether you're wasting your time.
Right. Maxim says, yeah, I just bought my gym membership and started watching Danya last week. My game went from a 2 to a 6.
So let me tell you something about gym game. Kareem, what's your gym game? Because you were a trainer. A lot of guys ask me, "Oh, how do you approach or talk to a girl at the gym?" Yo, I have my own. I have my own strategy.
My strategy is simple. Like I look at it like if I keep seeing you, if I make eye contact with you, I'm just gonna wave hi. You know what I'm saying? If I see you and we make eye contact, I might just keep making eye contact. But I feel eventually one of us starts waving, and then that's how we kind of initially meet each other. And then over time, after seeing them repeatedly, it might turn into more comments. Oh, how you been? You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, they start friend requesting you on Facebook, and then it follows from there. So originally, I just make eye contact with people, and you start to see, you know what I'm saying? People will like respond.
Perfect.
What do you think?
And you were smooth with it. I remember at the gym, Kareem was very smooth with it, guys. He wasn't being a needy barnacle. He was very chill with it because you knew that, listen, I'm going to see these girls again. Why put my eggs all in one basket, right? Build comfort with them first. Let them get to know you because the gym is such a masculine environment. Majority of them have their guard up. So my biggest mistake, Kareem, and I teach men this because I worked at a fitness center nearly my entire life growing up. So I know the gym game to a T. So listen up. If you meet a girl, do not get her number right away. Majority of the times, she won't give it to you, or she's not even going to respond to you. Now it's awkward when you see her. The third time is a charm. So you build comfort. That third time when you see her, get to know her a little bit, chit chat, make her laugh. Say things like, okay, you know, I got to get back to my workout. You can tease her a little bit. The third time, then you get her number. That's when you build that comfort. That's the sweet spot, I noticed. But every time I would ask them right away that first time, unless if they're there on vacation, there's always exceptions. But I'm always assuming I'm going to see her again. Let me play it cool. Right? Because let her notice other women talking to me. Let her notice how friendly you are. Let her see you interacting with other people. Women pick up on that. Wow, everyone likes this guy. He's likable. I can trust him. So that was the biggest thing. Social proof. If you ask for their number right away and they say no, now you get rejected. Now there's that awkward feeling every time you see her. She didn't know the real you. So gym game is different. Gym game is not something where you just go up to a girl. Oh, can I get your Instagram? Listen, let me tell you guys something. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, Kareem. I have never hung out with a girl who gave me her Instagram after I asked for her number. And she said, no, how about you take my Instagram instead? I have not once ever fucking hung out with that girl. Never.
Yeah. Hey, shake out the moms for people tuning in. We're live. We're trying to do these live shows Saturdays at 10, Fridays at 10. Got my boy Danya with me. You know, he keeps referring to me as my government name because he knows me personally. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't know me personally. Shake out the models. Cash App Shape Models. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram, shape_L. Don, you want to give your your handles. What we got going on?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Czar of Dating, YouTube at Czar of Dating, CZAR of Dating. All my social media names, we keep it consistent. It's the same. So that way it's easy for everyone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. We got a few more questions coming in here. Robbie C says, if I just met a girl and I got her number and Instagram at the same time, should I DM, call, or text her? What would be a good first move?
What's your move, Shape?
I got her number, Instagram at the same time. Should I DM, call her? I actually probably wouldn't do nothing. I probably talk to her the first time. The next time I see her, I usually would do nothing. You know, this happens to me a lot, and I just do nothing. You know, I'm the kind of guy I like getting girls to want to approach me. I've been chased by girls my whole life. So I'm just so used to, I'm just so comfortable about being the pursued one. I'm too busy focusing on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm too busy building what real men, you know what I'm saying? Like my boy Danya, you know what I'm saying? Actually comparing ideas, trying to build businesses. We're more focused on that. You know what I'm saying? We could have been partying right now, right? We could have been DMing somebody right now. We're on YouTube giving that knowledge, giving that game to guys, you know what I'm saying? Helping fill the void that there is now because, you know, like I said, fresh and fit, they're out of here. You know what I'm saying? They're out of here. When they dropped that video this morning, I was like, I could not believe it. I could not believe it. You know what I'm saying? So, but Czar, man, look, we got more questions coming in from my boy. It's live. We got the chat live. Listen, if you want to be in the show, please link in the bio. We're going in live, man. We've been 26 minutes in. Yo, you got some stamina for this? I know we could go at the gym, we could work hard together, right? We probably could do a chest day, a back day, but do you got the stamina for streaming?
I could listen. I could fuck the same girl 5 times in a row. Shape. I got the stamina, bro. I can do this shit all night. Like you said, we're here on a Friday night. Every other girl's out dating, getting dick. We want you guys to learn the game. And if you got her number and she gave you her Instagram, do not add her on Instagram. Keep the number. Use the phone.
Yeah, you know, they do a lot of times when I add Instagram, always a risk because I always see that the girl would come back around and like wait a long time to add you back, so get you doubting yourself. But to me, all this is just a romance game. Like I don't take this too personal. A lot of men take this like, what does she mean by? Listen, if you don't know, there's a romance there, right? There's a nuance there. Let it build. You know what I'm saying? Let it nurture. You don't have to. I think when God says patience is a virtue, I think he was talking about with women too. You know what I'm saying? Like just be easy about it. Like
yeah,
you
sometimes
don't gotta rush into it.
Sometimes attraction is a process. It's a process. Like it doesn't happen right away with all women, right? Sometimes they do have to get to know you. You got to spit your game to them. Okay. But with Instagram, if you're not living life like the Tinder swindler or Andrew Tate, automatically she could disqualify you. Why would you let her do that when instead what the move is, go out with her, get her to like you first, because then your Instagram doesn't fucking matter. At that point, when you get her to like you, at least she hasn't disqualified you based off your pictures, how many followers you have, if you're a dork or not, or oh, this guy's a geek. Don't put yourself in that position, fellas, and don't message her on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. That week, Monday, Tuesday,
just in general,
don't
hit her up on the weekends at all,
bro, because they're already out on dates. They're already out on dates. You want to look like a loser that she gets back
you
to?
want to be the guy that's texting her while she's about to make out with another guy. That's what you're trying to say is happening. You're going to be, oh, hey, what you doing? What you're up to?
And she's like, oh, who is this?
I'm about to hook up with this other dude.
She's going to forget it. Unless if she's the one hitting you up, like, hey, this dork's about to drop me off from an expensive dinner. Like, okay. Right? Like, come on in.
Yeah, I mean.
But nowadays, Kareem, with the phone, right? I noticed, you might notice this as well with women. They can easily forget about you so quickly now. They might meet another guy that day, that week that they like more than you. So if you don't strike when the iron is hot, so if I get a girl's number, I'm asking her out as I get that number. Like, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm doing this. No, you're not. You're hanging out with me. Like, let's grab a couple drinks. And this weekend can mean Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So you're telling me she's going to be busy those 3 fucking days.
Mm.
Say this weekend, because if you say, oh, this Saturday, and she says, oh, I'm busy, what about Sunday? If you say, oh, yeah, I'm also free Sunday, you lost already, because she looks at you like a loser.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, listen, Danya got like some. This is where, you know what I'm saying, it's good to hear 2 people on this subject, because we all got our different ways of achieving the same results, right?
Mm-hmm.
Complete domination of women. And the way you do that really is from my standpoint, right? Like I said, I'm the one that's been pursued. Danya is a wolf. He goes after them. You know what I'm saying? He goes for what he wants. And there's some great strategy in that. But it's both the same thing, right? Learning how to pull and push, give and take. You know what I'm saying? Too many dudes are too excited, too happy-go-lucky, and they're going after it right away. Anyway, Maxim says, Danya, one question. If went on a date with a girl and she invites me to hang out with her friends,
no,
should I go? And yes,
no,
I'm not
even finishing that. Fuck no. Fuck no.
Yo, that is the biggest trap. You know, look, you know how I think that is a trap? If this happens, what she's pretty much saying is you're super friend zone, right? Because what you really want a girl to say that she could be alone with you. If you get alone time with a girl, you know what I'm saying? If you get alone time with a girl, you know, at this point, don't mess it up, that type of thing, right? But, you know, if she hits you with her friend, she's pretty much trying to say is, I want your attention so I could get other guys. I want a guy that keep chasing me around the club so other guys want me too. So she's just using you.
Yeah, or unless, Maxime, I don't know if you're that dude, right, where she might want to show you off to her friends right away, but it takes time for women. So if she's doing that, that could be a test. I would say, no, that shit's earned with me. Right? That's earned with me where I meet your friends. We have to be dating. Don't say this, but in your mind, you have to have this mindset. Now we have to be dating for quite some time before I even meet your friends. Okay, do not fall for that trap women play. You're going to jump through her hoops. This is a fucking setup. And so many guys fall for it because they want to see the girl and they think, oh, she's being cute. She wants me to meet her friends and her uncle and her auntie. And dude, you ain't getting laid for like 5 months if you do that.
But you know what I think they want to know? Have you done this before? Have you made this mistake? Have you... are you talking from experience because you've done this before? And
I've done with experience and from the consultations I've done, I shake my head, bro. And then they end up in the friend zone and the girl loses interest. Because think about it this way, Cream, can you be your true self if you're around all her best friends? You can't really seduce that girl. You can't tease her because her friends might judge you now. You can't really be your true alpha self, or that might have a negative image on you with her friends, and if her friends don't like you, you're gone. You're done.
Yeah, I mean, look, I would say, look, whatever you do, just learn from it. If you're gonna go out there and hang out with her, absorb that, get that feeling, so now the next time that happens, you know what to do. I'm not against you guys making mistakes. I think the more mistakes you make women, the better. You know, you're going to develop your game. Your game's going to come trial and error. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go out there, try things. If they don't work, you know what I'm saying, review them. If they do work, review them as well. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't realize the most you could really do with a girl, just have fun with her. If you really want to know the truth when it comes to women, bro, just have fun. You know
it's supposed to be fun.
That's
like, if guys think they take women too seriously, and I'm like, bro, you're supposed to have fun. Like, attracting women is fun. Seducing them is fun. Yeah. They take it so seriously and they get caught up. And I had a dude message me today, right? This was a girl that he was fucking, Cream. He messages me on Instagram. He's like, yeah, I found out she was fucking with another dude, and I just blocked her on social media. And I'm like, bro, she ain't even your girlfriend. I'm like, why do you fucking, now you showed her your butt hurt? And he said, oh, but one of your rules was on to the next one, OTN. I said, yeah, if she disrespects you, if she cheats on you, if you get rejected, like, you should just automatically assume women are fucking with other men. If she's a cool, awesome, beautiful girl, other men are competing with you. Like, guys don't seem to get that. You're not the only one. But if you can get her away from that guy, she wants to spend more time with you. She wants to fuck with you. That's the whole point. But this dude, I'm like, bro, this girl's in your rotation and you're getting pissed off. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's just attachments. You know what I'm saying? I live a life with no attachments.
You
be
have
honest
to,
with
bro.
you.
You can't.
And the way I look at it is everybody, unfortunately, including myself, we're all replaceable. And the proof is going to jump in your grave. When you're done, if you think someone loves you, guess what? Out of here, no one's going to jump in your grave. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go down by yourself, and life is gonna go on. So, the way I really see it is, just don't be attached to anything. Stoicism. You know what I'm saying? All suffering comes from attachment. All anxiety is separation anxiety. It's all attachment. You know what I'm saying? So, just don't get attached to girls. There's no reason to. Robbie C says, I feel like girls like to size up guys by checking out their Instagram. They want to see pictures, see what they do, and who your friends are.
So they might disqualify you if you do that. Why? When she can ask you. She can get to know you personally about who you are rather than looking at a fucking social media profile. Because now with women's standards, they'll look at a guy's Instagram and automatically, oh, not good enough for me. And she doesn't even know you personally. So that's why I avoid, if a girl asks for my Instagram, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Either you give me your number or we don't hang out at all. I draw the line in the sand. Because I already know what that
But these young kids got a different life. Like Instagram, Snapchat for kids is like, it's part of, I don't know, it's part of how people talk. You know what I'm saying? People Snapchat each other. Kids are Snapchatting. You know what it is. That's wild.
Yeah.
So
that's true. I never got into the whole Snapchat.
That's a whole, if you look at the young kids, Snapchat is everything. That's like better than a phone number for people. Because it's where people, I'm gonna just say it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be too, out, but it's where girls and guys share explicit photos. Snapchat. Anyway, all right.
Especially the young girls.
Maxim said, my crush rejected me in 9th grade, and I have to sit in the same Lunchables with her cousin. Lunch tables with her cousin in the same grade, and my friends make fun of me, and I'm a senior. Okay. Yo, listen. I think this is the biggest thing when it comes to men. You guys are not going to be in high school the rest of your lives. Understand that you're going to be an adult one day, 30 one day, 40 one day. You got to be thinking about who you're going to be as a grown man. Right now, you're thinking about being embarrassed at high school. You're going to have embarrassing moments in high school. Accept it, but take that energy and invest in yourself. Maybe you need to go to the gym. Maybe you need to go start working on something that you really fancy. Maybe you need to become a better version of yourself. You got to give yourself, the motivation to do it. So this might be it. I mean, Danya, what do you think about this?
I've been rejected by girls we sat at lunch tables with, and we were still all cool with each other. Bro, you played off cool as if nothing happened. Because I'll tell you what, all those girls that graduate your high school, there's going to come a time where they're all out of shape. They're not attractive anymore. They married men that they would have never even glanced at back when they were at their prime. And you have to understand that you still are going to look good. You're going to improve as a man. So who gives a fuck? You're going to evolve. We have the last laugh. Men always have the last laugh. You got to take that mindset with you, bro. Who gives a fuck if she rejected you? Because in the future, I hope she sees you with 20 beautiful women.
And just to bounce off what you're saying there, Danya, like one thing I think a lot of guys don't realize is that our peak comes way later. A lot of women are peaking late teens, mid 20s. Like after that starts to become like a constant decline. Mm-hmm. Whereas guys, we kind of have to consistently build ourselves up throughout our 20s. Again, late 20s, we're still not really knowing not a lot of things. There's still a lot we still have to build and we have to work on. And oftentimes that's when you've gone through the bulk of your rejections and now you start to figure out who you are. And then when you start hitting your 30s, that's when you really start to develop and now you become a lot more appealing. Like your value then skyrockets.
It does. It really is true. I never knew that fact in high school. I didn't know that because we didn't have the whole red pill community and the rational male. We didn't read it, but it's very true because as you get older, you start to see that. You're like, holy shit. And these same girls that rejected me, let me tell you guys something. They look at all my stories. I know they're talking about me. I know they're whispering things. But the point is, I'm becoming something that they can talk about now. I don't care if it's negative or positive. They rejected me. Look at your ugly ass husband you're married to now, when you could have had someone like me, someone like Shape, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's so funny.
But this
Look at your
motivates
scrub
me.
husband when you could have had me.
This fuels
You
me.
could have
Like,
had
I
this,
love that.
baby.
This
You fucked
motivates
up.
me.
Yeah,
This
fucked up.
motivates me, bro. It makes me go harder at the gym just thinking about those rejections, turning that pain into purpose, because they're all
So
watching.
let me ask you something too, Danya. So would you say that it's a case where women are a lot more nearsighted when it comes to just that kind of stuff in general? Like, oftentimes as men, we have to look a lot further out into the future, whereas women don't necessarily do that as much.
I don't think they have the ability to do that. I don't think women have the ability to do that, because their past is very important and they're constantly living in the moment. But with men, we're thinking about the future. How do we improve? How do we attain our goals? How do we keep going? We have so much more on our plate than women do. So women are nearsighted because they don't see the reality we see as men, the struggles we go through. So they have life on fucking easy mode. But at a certain age, bro, they can't get those guys anymore that they used to. And I see it with all their married pics. I still see it with the way they party. They're going out on a boat as if they're in high school, all of them together. And I just start shaking my head. I'm like, damn, I dodged a bullet. And he's gonna have that same mindset, bro. I dodged a fucking bullet on these women. Because if you start getting hotter women, younger women, who gives a fuck, bro? You're like, yo, I'm the prize. I won in the end. What do these girls win?
So, and let me ask you another thing, because I feel like we're at a point now where a lot, especially with internet, Instagram, all of these social media platforms, this is a new era for all of this. What do you think is going to happen to all of these Instagram models? And again, this is still we're still at like the start, technically, right? This is still relatively within the last decade. What do you think is going to end up in the next 10 years? Is there going to be almost like a stock market crash for women?
There will be, because of AI. Guys are paying money to fake AI women that look so real. And now they can get robots. Now they can build connections with these AI women. They're not going to need real women anymore. They're not going to need them anymore. So women are digging themselves. They're digging themselves a grave.
Right. Pushing away, man.
They're pushing away, man.
That are going to where they basically what they can get.
And there's a statistic now where there are women that have more OnlyFans than there are female teachers. More women have OnlyFans than there are female teachers in the entire fucking world, which is insane if you think about that statistic. That's how many girls are going onto OnlyFans.
And I mean, only the top 1%, 2% of OnlyFans models, like the majority of women on OnlyFans don't really make enough to really justify being on OnlyFans, right?
They don't, but I think you'd be surprised, because even a girl who's like a 5 or a 6, guys are still paying money, bro. Guys are that desperate. They're paying money because it's so much easier, right, than going through rejection, seducing a girl, texting her, asking her out on a date. So much easier. Just pay her money. She'll talk to me. Doesn't even matter if she's a 5 or 6. They just want any female connection. So how you flip this is you become a masculine alpha male that knows how to talk to women, that knows how to seduce women, because you're going to be the gem in 10 years.
Well, how do you do that? I mean, look, that's what listen, it's easy for us to talk about this because, me and you, we've had success with women. But I think that the viewers are trying to really find what should be their frame. And I think that every time I see these questions, and there's more coming up, what did he said? Danya mentioned the friend zone. Is there a way out?
There is. There's always a way out, but it takes time, bro. It takes a lot of work.
But should they? I actually don't think it takes any work, because I don't think they should do anything about it. You should not try to get yourself out the friend zone. Yeah. You should accept the friend zone. If a girl friend zones you, you should friend zone her back harder. Like, girl, you're my super friend. Like, play that up more. And this is the whole cocky, funny thing is like, whatever a girl gives you, drama that up more. Oh, you my buddy, you my bestie. Where we going? We doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get a haircut together? Like, you got to play that up. People take these opportunities like, but I don't want to be here. And that's how girls have them, because, oh, you want to get over here? What you want to do to get over here? You know what I'm saying? But if I'm like, listen, I'm happy with everything you're giving me. We're friends. I'm peachy creamy with that. I'm gonna still get beautiful girls regardless. Like you could be friends. I'm still gonna be a beautiful woman. That has to be your attitude. Too many people are trying to achieve something with women. Allow it to happen. The girls that don't want you, allow them not to want you. The girls that want you, gravitate to that. Too many people are trying to win favor. Don't win favor. Go to the people that are drawn to you.
My go-to response, I tell you, it hasn't happened in a while, guys, but I wish I knew this back then. I'm teaching you youngins now that are asking. If a girl ever says, oh, I just want to be friends with you, reply with, well, I have sex with my friends. That's it, bro. Alpha response. Take it or leave it. Right? Oh, that's interesting because I have sex with my friends.
Yeah.
Just, bro, you gotta be different. You gotta be different. And Kareem, like you said, the best way out of the friend zone, let her see you getting other women. Now all of a sudden she's like, damn. And that's how I hooked up with these girls in the friends, and we would all hang out, go out to parties. But then when they saw me bringing in a new girl from out of town to every party, they're like, damn, who is this guy? But they never got to see that side of me. Pre-selection is so powerful. When they see other women around you, bro, there's like a switch that goes on in women. And I think that's biologically hardwired. So you better get your game up. Don't get in the friend zone by not getting into one. Rolo Tomasi said that. And to be masculine and alpha, I love what Steffes Cold said. He said, bro, to be alpha, you have to do alpha shit. It's the best way I could describe it, bro. You just have to do alpha shit. Wrestling, fighting, boxing, working out, contact sports, reading psychology books, learning about human nature, body language.
But, I think people want alpha results, though. I don't think people want to be alphas. A lot of people don't want to do the hard work. Let's be real about it. A lot of
responsibility that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because look, opportunity, what I'm saying, is overalls and work boots. That's what opportunity is. You know what I'm saying? People want the nice car, the nice house. People don't want to do the work. People like me and you, Danya, we've been grinding, right? Like this is you guys are new to this, like you're new to us, but we've been grinding. I've been doing this YouTube for the last 3 years. Danya's, like you said, he's been talking about women for the last 13 years. He's always had an interest in talking about female subjects. So, all right, we got more questions coming in. Maxim says, after the first date, how much time should you wait for the second date?
What's your go-to? I think there's more than one way to skin a cat. I have a routine that I use, but I want to hear your shape.
And Maxim, shout out to you hitting all these questions.
He's asking good questions. Killer questions.
Hit the Cash App shape models. Appreciate you guys for the support. How much time would you, again, like this, I think this is like a patience is a virtue type of thing. I would let her really initiate that second date. There's times where I've pushed it, but I've always realized that, less is more with girls. So, I'll give an example. Let's say if I see a girl in the gym, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm excited to see this girl, but we kind of like don't fully cross paths, but like I kind of see her, we kind of a little nod at each other, and we'll blah, blah. After I'm done with my workout, I'm not going to go back looking for her. I'm going to just leave. You get what I'm trying to say? You always want to build that suspense with women. You always want to, be trying to keep tension. And you keep tension, by distance at times. Some people think that tension is going to be up in your face, rubbing on you. A lot of times the tension you create with women is through fantasy. Become their fantasy. Let them think about what you could have did, what it did, should have did. And that'll be a lot more powerful than what you actually could do. So I would say do less. Let her fantasize more. And if when it comes to the second date, if she's contacting you after the first date, then yeah, naturally set it up. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you got to pull teeth for the second date, don't pull no teeth. Don't fight it. When you get, my biggest thing is when you guys get rejected, don't fight it. Accept it. That's confidence. The weak shit is being pissed that a girl rejects you. Who gives a flying fuck? Not everybody's going to want to sleep with you. You don't want to sleep with everybody either. That's cool. On gang, you should look at that as like, this is just normal business. You know what I'm saying? What did Lil Wayne say? I wish I could fuck every girl in the world. I do too, but they don't all want to fuck us, and that's cool. Go to the girls. There's an abundance of girls that would say yes. People travel overseas, passport bros, to find girls that will say yes. everywhere you go, there's going to be girls that be interested in you. So the reality of it is, you couldn't even sleep with all the girls that could be possibly interested in sleeping with you. So, like I said, it's okay. Have an abundance mindset. You know what I'm saying? What's up, IP?
Oh no, I was just gonna say so. I'll actually hold up until after Danya comments, but keep in mind the whole passport bros movements. We're gonna come back to that. And then there's also another topic that I also want to get your guys' opinion on. But Danya, you could comment, and then check out Robbie's comment that he just dropped.
So, after the first date, that depends. Did you invite her back to your place, as you always should? I don't care if you still live with your parents. Who gives a? I've dropped plenty of condoms walking through the living room that my dad found the next morning. Who gives a fuck, bro? Just bring him back. Majority of girls don't care. Okay? But at least they know you're alpha enough. You're not passive. Shit is going to happen, so you don't end up in the friend zone. But if they say, oh no, I don't feel comfortable going, just say, okay, no problem. Don't push it. Say, okay, cool, no problem. Drop them off wherever they have to go or walk her to her car. But if you have slept with her, that first date, I am not ever hitting that girl up again. Not because I want to ghost her, but because this is what disqualifies a good gal from a girl who's used to doing that.
A bad gal
who doesn't reach back out to me. If she doesn't reach back out to me after I've slept with her that first night, that tells me that's all she wanted. She's used to doing that.
But Danya, I need you to level down the advice, because these dudes are, and this is what I'm trying to say. It's great to have Danya, but he's not. You guys are not. This is above average level. You know,
this is advanced game.
Yeah, this is. Let's lower it to the average dude. So when you talk about this, most dudes are not smashing the girl on the first date. I think he didn't sleep with her on the first date.
I assume he did it.
No, so let's talk let's put yourself in his shoes, because you're right. You know, a lot of these girls that we go on dates with, you know, it's almost like understood for me from the jump that you're coming, you come back to my place. Like let's be adults, right? You're an adult. You want to hang out with an adult. Let's do an adult thing. But for a lot of these dudes, they're nervous. So it's like, oh, they'll take the girl out to eat, and then like, oh, well, I'll see you later. And then like they don't know what to do. So put yourself in their mind, their little nerd brain. Put yourself in their nerd brain and shoot me out what a Danya would do in this scenario.
So I'll tell you what used to get me rejected plenty of times back in the day, probably when I was his age, still learning game. We would hook up that same night after the coffee date, wherever, right? Starbucks was always, especially if you didn't have money, Starbucks is a fucking savior. Hook up with them in the car. They go home. I would hit them up maybe that same night, the next day. I would never fucking see that girl ever again. That's it. They got buyer's remorse. He's just another needy beta male. But now, wait a week. After that first date, wait a week. Don't hit her up at all. See if she hits you up. Like Shape said, you want them to chase you. If they don't, after that week, FaceTime them, call them, text them, set up that second date. Because during that entire week, at least she's thinking about you. Did I scare him off? Was it something I said? Did I turn him off? Was it something I did? These are the thoughts you want wandering in her mind, and it separates you from the beta males who hit her up right away. Like, oh, I had such a great night. I can't wait to see you again. How many kids are we having? Oh, I can't wait to get married. What dress do you want to wear? Bro, fuck that. What I text a girl is, hey, send me nudes when you get home so I know you made it home safely.
Hey.
That's my text. And you know what? Most of the time, they will send you nudes, bro. But at least that separates you from, oh, text me when you get home so I know you made it home safely. Nah, fuck that. I tell the girl, text me nudes when you get home so I know you made it home safely. They start laughing. They're surprised I even said that. Bro, you got to be bold, and you got to have the attitude to back it up. But majority of times, they actually do send you nudes when you didn't even want them. So it's a win-win, bro. It's a win-win in my eyes.
All right, and we also have another comment from Robbie, if you want to pull it up, Shape. What's the best way to build confidence to approach women, in your opinion, Danya?
Best way, you keep approaching them. Because eventually you'll get over that approach anxiety. When you stop worrying about the outcome, bro, you are the prize. You men have been programmed to believe that women are the prize. Men are the prize. Who's stronger, faster, smarter? Who has to put up with more drama and bullshit? If you could put us in any other country where we don't even speak the language, who's going to be able to start a business quicker, women or us? So who is the prize, bro? Who's going to have to provide for her and defend her and protect her? Women do add value to a man's life, but in the end, the men are ultimately the prize. So you have to start viewing yourself as the prize and stop worrying about the outcome. She's just another woman that shits just like you do. Some other guy out there is tired of her bullshit or tired of fucking her.
And also, who holds the key to marriage too? Especially if that's something that a lot of women are looking for. At the end of the day, men.
The men. But we've been programmed to believe that women are the prize. I used to believe this beta programming bullshit growing up, bro, and it never fucking worked until you get out of that and you start reprogramming your mind.
Yeah, I mean, just the biggest comment on this. Listen, women need men, right? And they'll let you believe they don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you, but I want you, right? I want you. That's their take on it. I think the reality of it is that, you know, the world is ruled by men, right? That's they said it's a patriarchy, right? It's ruled by men because only men are going to do the dirty work, you know what I'm saying, to build civilizations and to defend civilizations, right? America has to be defended. You feel me? There's some guys that got to do some bad stuff to some other bad people in order to have what we have right here. You know what I'm saying? So men, we can make men do what we want other men to do, but women can't make us do what we don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Women can't bully men. We are the ones that are in ultimate control because, like I said, men don't just follow women without by force, right? There is no groups of female army collectives taking over countries and nations. You know what I'm saying? This is all done by men. You know what I'm saying? Men are the strongest. You know what I'm saying? So we protect women, right? And so your relationship to women should be, I'm protecting you. I'm providing you protection and provision. You know what I'm saying? I can provide for you and I can protect you. That's something only men can do. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a woman protecting us, right? I don't want to get with a girl so she can protect me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm hiring her because I'm hiring a bodyguard. But when you're hiring me, you're hiring a bodyguard, right? I mean, let's be real. Who's going to protect you from other men? There's some dangerous men out there. Who are going to protect you from these men? Other men. I've seen so many celebrities in my life. Who has a group of female bodyguards protecting them?
None.
Who has a group of female bodyguards in the world protecting them? Did you ever see a butch chick protecting like Ed Sheeran or something? You know what I'm saying? Like we are the world. You know what I'm saying? They need us because we are the world. We are what the world. This is a man's world. Unfortunately, I didn't make the rules. I agree with it though. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, we are the bodyguards. So if you want our protection and provision, you got to persuade us. You know
the thing is, a lot of the attitudes that kind of exist towards men can only really exist within these castle walls that have kind of built with modern day society, right? Once we revert or get anywhere close to going back to nature, just the natural order of things, then men again are going to have to be back on top. That's just the nature of things.
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately women they're having their day in court for sure. Not in Tennessee, though. I don't know if you see what happened in Tennessee. Now, for every signature for a man on a birth certificate must come with a blood test. That is state law in Tennessee. You must do a DNA test if you're going to put your name as the father on the birth certificate. Yeah. So paternity fraud is going to go down by a lot. And you know, Tennessee is kissing cousins over there. So, you know, there's a lot of paternity fraud. It ain't this cousin, is the next cousin.
Out of all states, they do it in Tennessee.
Bro, Tennessee probably got a lot of paternity problems.
Like states.
Whose cousin child is this?
What was the statistic, Shape? Or maybe you know, your boy knows, of married women or even women in general having kids that aren't the man's.
I think it's 10%
that they're married to.
Yeah, 10% of the population, they speculated.
I was surprised.
Don't know who their real father is.
And they keep it hush hush. So they have the beta male raising that kid.
That's 1 out of 10, bro.
So let me tell you something.
This is important. That's why this is so important to be masculine, to be alpha. So that doesn't happen to you. You want a woman to want your seeds. Or at least want the seeds from you if she's married to another dude. I mean, fuck it. You know, at least he's someone else is raising your child. But still, that's how it used to be back in the ancient civilizations, right? The betas would raise the alpha seed while he's out conquering new women, new land. You know, the cuck didn't even know it. But I think women are hardwired that way.
And one thing too is I don't know if you guys know this, but in France it's actually illegal to get a paternity test or use 23andMe, any of those platforms, because of the French know how bad infidelity is within the country, and they know that if paternity tests were, very easily accessible, the only way you could get a paternity test is if it was legally mandated or court mandated. So you are not allowed to get a paternity test in France if there's not a court mandate behind that.
And
that's how bad it is.
That just tells me they're protecting.
Is that a real stat?
They're protecting
that's
women.
Real. That's real.
That's scary.
Women are protected, bro. Women are protected. And until we start getting this shit back, once we start taking away those freedoms that they have when there's consequences. But until men do that and we grab our nuts and say every single woman has to have a paternity test, they wouldn't be having children with other men and then having the guy they're married with raise them and all these issues.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think Maxim was coming on the second day. I just grabbed coffee the first time, and the second time I grabbed drinks in a bar, club, and invite her back to my place. Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a solid move.
Yeah. All right, guys. Look, we're gonna get into a little bit of the fresh and fit fiasco. Me and Danya, we are rightful heirs to this new throne that's going to be for the taking in the manosphere, and we're cool with that. Listen, we're cool with that. We're willing to come live for you guys. Look, we know I've been watching my followers have been going up. I've been watching my subscribers going up. The video views is going up. I'm at almost 200,000 views for the month. We saw Danya in here from TikTok blowing up. Listen, if you guys want this podcast, let us know. We could podcast. This is easy for us. We know it got the comments going crazy, so just let you know it is easy for us. Kuro.
Oh wow, the testing ban soars.
Yeah, Jesus.
Damn, France is fucked, and I'm sure they're all fucking in
Who,
France.
Paris? Are you going to Paris?
I'm sure they're.
I'm actually supposed to be going to Paris soon, though.
Whose baby is this? Wee. It's our baby. Yeah, shout out to France, man. I'm still trying to be a nigga in Paris, but I'm just saying, what I'm saying? One time for the Yeezys. I'm a nigga in Paris with my Yeezys on.
I heard Paris is a shithole now.
After COVID, I heard there's a lot of trouble, and
it's turning into LA.
Lots of riots. It's been crazy. It's honestly been crazy.
Homelessness.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with this podcast shape, this does open the door for, I think, the realest coaches out there to start coming in and teaching these men real game instead of the hatred of women and bashing women and arguing with a bunch of thoughts who are toxic. I wouldn't even waste my fucking breath.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think people want this kind of live kind of podcast. We're gonna have girls inside. Listen, this is just a test for you guys to see if you want this. Show some support. Like the video, right? Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my boy Czar, Danya. You know what I'm saying?
Subscribe
we are
and
here.
like. You guys need to
here.
Spread our content because we're gonna give you the realest shit.
Want this bro? Y'all not fuck with that fresh and fit shit. Y'all want that real shit? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, links in the bio, link in the bio or in the comments, I should say. If you want to join, we're going to take some more questions, and we're actually going to go through this fresh and fit video I just dropped. So the team, we're going to react to it. Let's go. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, we love streaming. Yeah, and at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming and adding value to people online. It's just like it won't be the same, bro.
Yeah,
what we heard
in 2020, guys. As you guys know, I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for Wix. We'll just call it.
Yeah.
Right.
Wix.com. Yeah.
And he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th, 2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit. And you know, and we had our first podcast. If you guys go back and watch it, like the thing was all zooming in and out and everything else like that, and it was all messed up.
It's like we're at a house club.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah. It was literally, yeah.
YouTube was like in and out. They got rid of them so fast. In and out. You know what I'm saying? It's a tragedy, right? I mean, so much money, 6 figures lost. Because the Fit podcast, they want to be crude to women, be aggressive with women, and it just goes to show you it's not worth it, gentlemen. It is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Danya, what do you think about this, man? 6 figures gone from a company like Fresh and Fit. What's your thoughts on it?
I think a lot more red pill channels are going to get canceled and banned. I think that's just the beginning. Who knows if AMS is going to get banned or anyone else, but I think they're going to have a no tolerance policy for any type of that content now. Right? Because what they're all favoring.
But is it really red? I was trying to, me and RP were debating about this, right? Is it really because it's red pill? Like, to me, when I look at the pill, it's truth, right? And there's some truths that are not ad friendly, and then there's some truths that are ad friendly. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the same truth, they're just different wording of the truth. You know, so I think ads are hesitant to, and I get to see this, right, because I'm YouTube monetized, so I know what YouTube wants to monetize, what they don't. They have a list of things they don't want to monetize, and that topics are controversial. That's topics that seem hateful. They say right in their guidelines. They explain it. Every time I submit a video, I gotta check this off. Like, did you talk about one of these things? And they're simple. They're easy to avoid. You could talk about things, but you just gotta be mindful that this is like TV. YouTube's like TV now, right? And so we need to be able to run TV ads, so we can't have hate and violence and murder, killing, and then advertisements behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to seem like the advertisers are supporting this message, right? That's why that was like politicians say, I endorse this message. So to let you know that they're not just, you know what I'm saying, being pictured in this. There's not like a hit piece on them because hit piece, but it's also a message they endorse. So, like, what do you think about that? That, like, we could talk about female-male dynamics. We just can't call girls dumb and stupid and throw them out and then, you know, saying an ad for Tampax, please. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not going to work that way.
It's always the way you say it, because the way they were acting on the Fresh and Fit podcast, they were so aggressive, and no one wants to see that. It's the way you say it. But every time you attack a woman, you're screaming at her, telling them to get the fuck out, or calling them a hoe or a bitch, this or that. Eventually, no one's going to tolerate that shit anymore. And I think it was a double-edged sword, because that's what got them the most views, was that drama. But they were never known for really producing any type of game like we are now, where we can just kick back, chill, chop it up, talk about women, attraction. We're not attacking anyone. We're not saying anything in an aggressive way. We're not calling.
We taught you guys what to do in these scenarios. There's no way you can't play a Tampax commercial after this. You know what I'm saying? You can still play it. Okay. I'm just saying. Right?
And I've never fully sat through one of their podcasts, like on YouTube. I can't say I've ever listened.
How could you?
I've never, because over time, like, oh my God, like the way they got famous was from their short clips. People would watch their short clips, the biggest drama that unfolded there. That's how they became. I don't want to be known for that. Like, I want to be known for the long content. People sit and they want to listen to it. Right? Not people just paying you money. Oh, call that girl a dumb hoe next to you, or ask her to name you 3 continents.
And it's not how we talk, right? It's not like I'm in public, like, hey, you dumb bitch. Like, it's not. I'm just telling you, I don't refer to women this way in my real life. So it's not like I'm going to get on a podcast and just start portraying a character that I'm not. And the character is worse than who I actually am. Like, you know, when I talk to girl, I'm like, what's good, baby girl? I'm tough with women, you know, and I make room for them to make mistakes. It's just the reality of it is, you know what I'm saying? And especially when you're in public, you got to be even softer and be even more patient, you know what I'm saying? Because I treat everybody like a client, you know what I'm saying? Like, I treat someone like they're my clients, so I gotta treat them like they're worth helping. I can't treat them like they're like useless. You gotta treat people like they have some value at a minimum. And Fresh and Fit, they were girls. These girls were like the scum of the earth, like the bottom of their shoe, and they're just disposable. And that's why they get so mad when they got thrown out. A lot of these girls would get heated because it's like, bro, why you know what I'm saying? Like it was like a human sacrifice.
But their podcast was based on drama. It was based on toxicity. It was based on that drama. That's what got the clicks. That's what got the clicks, but that's what they were known for, bro. It was too late. It was too late. That's what they were already known for. That's the brand that they created.
Yeah.
But the thing is, could they have shifted? Because I feel like, especially after you build up that initial platform, obviously there's going to be a lot of people who are coming back for that specific type of content. But I feel like you could still influence the community. I mean, again, at the end of the day, there were content creators, and content creators are influencers nowadays, right? And influencer, that's a very key word. They have the ability to influence the people who follow them. The problem, I think, is that Fresh and Fit didn't use that influence in a positive way. They didn't really use it to perpetuate more positive behaviors and attitudes towards women. Oftentimes, they used it to be more inflammatory. So, and I think that's a big part of the reason why they ended up getting kicked off of the platform, because it's been a consistent. I mean, honestly, they had time. They had a lot of time where they could have rebranded and kind of fixed their content in a way where it's maybe a bit more educational. It's a bit more productive, even for the women who are on the podcast. This is how you treat a man. This is how you talk.
But you know what? And I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna jump in this right here. Had to do that because that's all they knew. That's all they knew, right?
Yep.
Fresh and Fit, this was their reality. They lied. I heard Fresh said that he slept with thousands of girls. Thousands of girls. Thousands of girls. Okay? Impossible. Also, another thing I want to say, because I think this is really important about this, is that this is proof that when you get money, it just exposes who you really are, right? They got money and they became the worst version of themselves, right? He probably never called and kicked so many girls out in his life up to that point. And so now here he is in the fool showing his ass for the whole public to see, you know what I'm saying? Because he's getting money, right? This is all about, I'm getting 6 figures on. What can you girls tell me? You know what I'm saying? You hundreds of thousands a month. I'm buying property with this. I'm being smart with this. He never thought the well was going to run dry. He thought it was going to, the goose was going to still lay the golden egg. You know what I'm saying? He never seen this ending. And that was the arrogance, I think, that he was using against these women. So then now he gets humbled, right? When he has to admit, oh, shit, they pulled the plug. 90% of their income just disappeared overnight.
And like you told me, they don't get that. They don't have that month, that last month that you said they pay out between the 21st and the 26th. They're not getting this month's payout.
Yeah, they're not getting paid out for essentially last month's, which is, this, or I guess last month and this month. The way YouTube works, they pay you by the 21st. They pay on the 21st to the 26th after you hit a threshold of $100. And if you didn't hit it by a certain time, you don't get paid at all. You might get paid the following month. So a lot of people have been getting paid for a month prior. Anyway,
to piggyback, I want to piggyback off what your boy said, right? Because he said something great. How they never transitioned or tried something different with all that clout they had, all those views, the attention on them. So, and we talked about this, Shape, before we got on here. What they should have done was transitioned into only having feminine, beautiful women. Keep the toxic women out. That's it. We're not bringing in any more toxic women. And watch the shift in the dynamic change if they did that, right? You entered into the men's world, the men that are struggling. Okay, now let's lead them out. That's what I would have done. You get all those followers, all those views. You have that attention. Now let's lead them out. Let's show them how it's done. Let's talk to some of these women. But they don't, I really think they don't have game, though. They just tell you the statistics. It's all about statistics with them and this.
I'm right. Oh, look at you. I know 2 + 2 and you don't. I know math better than you. And it's like, bro, none of this is going to help you get girls. Girls Okay. He was showing that he was more rational than women. Of course you are, dog. You're a dude, and she's more emotional than you. Of course, she's a girl. It was literally the premise of a lot about the stuff. It was like, I'm masculine, so I'm better at this. Like, of course you are. And you're feminine, you know what I'm saying? So you're not at this. That's all it was. Listen, girls are emotional. So if you want to have good experience with women, you pretty much gotta just treat them fun. Even if they're your wife, if they're your girlfriend, they're just fun. You can't take women seriously, not a second. Not as, and I don't mean that like, you know, if they have a position of authority, don't listen to them. I'm just trying to say is that even if they have a position of authority, be gentle with them, be light with them. Hey, how's it going? What's going on? You know, be cool, be calm, collected with women. Too many people are going to be abrasive with women because watch the Fit podcast. You know what I'm saying? People are just going to mimic what they see, right? Mm-hmm. How many girls are getting thrown out violently from a party or from an event because the dude owns the crib, watches Fresh and Fit? You feel me? The dude that owns the crib, he like Frank Cal, he be tipping in $100 to throw chicks out. Now this dude got his opportunity to do so, you know what I'm saying, at a bar mitzvah or something, and now he throwing somebody out. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I think is going to be the result of all this, is that we've watching men behave like women, right? Iron is behaving like a woman. The only person that fights with women is women. That's how much we don't take women seriously, in the sense that it was all fun and games with them, because we would never want to hurt them, be violent with them, because we don't feel threatened by them. So therefore we don't fight with them. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to fight with them. Who's going to argue with a child?
They'll give you, so their whole thing is, it's almost like you get an exam, a math exam. Give me the answer and then show me how you got it. So Fresh and Fit, their whole thing was they give you the answers, but they can't break down the formula. They can't show you how they got that answer. But we can. They don't show their work. They don't show the work. We can give you guys the work, the experience, break it down, female nature, what to say, what not to say, body language, this, that, how to break down. When a woman says this, what does that mean? Right? There you go. You get your answer of what you did wrong. But their whole thing was 2 + 2 is 4. I don't have to show you how I got that answer. Right? Statistics, just numbers.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And, you know, listen, it was like a quiz show, right? Let's take a quiz. Who's going to figure this out? How many countries can name? They're just proving girls didn't know countries, but they knew all the Kardashians, and they proved just like minor novel stuff. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, listen, how bad do you care that a girl doesn't know a country, right? Do you want the ugly chick that knows all the countries in the 50 states, or do you want some bad chick that don't know what you're talking about? You know what I'm saying? What do you want? It doesn't, at the end of the day, like, we got to realize that unless you want your girl to be a super nerd, why hold it to a nerd standard? You know what I'm saying?
And how does that help men with women in any way?
What do you mean?
When you ask them to name you 3 countries, how are men learning anything?
They're not learning, bro.
Like,
all they're learning is that women are. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like women are dumb. They can't name 3 countries.
I could look at a woman. I already know she doesn't know 3 countries.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't have to ask her that. Right. I could tell. But you see,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not even going to test her on that because it's no fun. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to have fun with her. There's like no fun in just quizzing a girl 3 countries. That's not fun. But for Myron, this is fun. It really was fun to him. You get what I'm trying to say? He really enjoyed doing this. And then when they got frustrated, he would kick them out. And he had fun doing that too. It was just a weird cycle. Like, what result do you want from these girls, right? You're not being fun. You're being weird. You're being creepy. And you're being violent. Like, what? Girls are going to remember all those things about you. Damn, the thing of mine is creepy, violent, and weird. You know what I'm saying? When you hang out with a girl, all right, let's go down this route a little bit, Danya. When dudes hang out with girls and take them on expensive restaurants, they don't understand what the real there's a purpose for taking a girl to an expensive restaurant, right? It's not to get laid. You want to get laid with all girls, but there's a reason why you want to take a girl to an expensive restaurant in particular. And that is because you want to be associated with expensive and high quality, high value stuff. It's an association game. That's all it is. I pulled up in a Jaguar, so you associate me with high qualities, luxury qualities as a Jaguar. I'm, you know what I'm saying, rocking a Rolex, so you could associate me with the finest, with the best, with the greatest or something. It's all association. So when you spend time with a girl and you're creepy, weird, violent, and aggressive, that's all the things you're associated with, right? You're famous. You get an opportunity to be in front of all these women, and you just show them you're creepy, you're vulnerable, weird, and you're violent. What was the purpose of that? They're making millions of dollars to prove to women that they're weird. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, if they took that shift, just having high quality women there, and how do you not know any when you're at that status? Like we know high quality women. We're not even anywhere near that status. Like you got that
because
status.
You're a
you don't
loser
know,
when you're nobody, and
you don't know
even
anyone.
when you're somebody's still a loser.
You don't know any. Like I could have brought like dozens of women on there that are intelligent, can carry a fun conversation. Men can learn. These are the women I want to be with. Not making fun of them. If anyone, ask them to name 3 countries, like you said, Shape. Oh yeah, thanks for the $100. I'm not going to ask them that. I'm not asking a woman such a stupid question.
But here's the thing: like, I think the women that you're talking about wouldn't even be interested in going on that podcast because of the history that it has. Right?
That specific one, you're right. But if we created our own, and we're known for having high quality women, they like it, they want the association, and not only that, if you tell them, listen, you're going to help so many men out there with the advice you have. Just be honest.
And even maybe inspire some other women too.
This is how you should act.
What real men want. Yeah.
Not like the role models, the Kardashians. These should be your role models right here. This is what men look for in a woman. Like this is it right here, ladies. It's not hard. Like femininity, masculinity, boom, they go well together.
You know, they're complementary. They're not supposed to be the same. You know what I'm saying?
They're complementary.
It's almost like I'm holding a girl's standard. How well can you be my bodyguard? Probably poorly. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not going to stop somebody from trying to get to me. You know what I'm saying? So why would I put you through that test? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're dumb, girl. You can't be body. Of course you can't, dog. She's soft. I won't hold the girl to a hard test when I want her to be soft. You know what I'm saying? So that was what's wrong with the Fresh and Fit podcast. They thought they were proving something. They didn't prove anything. All they did was make an ass out of themselves and showing that they knew nothing about women and didn't have anything to offer men. Now you feels like they don't got nothing to offer YouTube.
But they don't have anything to offer women. What do they have? What do they have?
Women
to
didn't
offer
grow
women?
like they didn't realize in no countries. They realized that if they don't shut them out, they're getting thrown out like that. You know what? Yes. What did please tell me what did women learn on Fresh and Fit? What did they walk away with that experience saying?
Here's the thing,
more
though.
OnlyFans subscribers?
Here's one thing I'll
me on
comment
Instagram.
on that. Because I think the thing is, when you realize what a lot of women look at, and you know, in the comments, Maxim was actually asking an interesting question. A lot of women are looking for a lot of drama and like things like that. So some of the people who are watching that content are just there purely for the drama. They're just there for the excitement and
they're not there for the knowledge. They're not there for the knowledge. They're just there for the drama. Because like I said, you see those short clips. You're like, oh my god, like he told the girl to get it. You want to click on it. Like what? I'm not going to sit through the entire video, like 2 hours. I'm not even listening to it while I'm at the gym. I'm not listening to that shit.
No, because
I'm not
boring.
learning.
I don't want to hear someone just read super chats all day,
read super chats,
women,
or say the statistics, or what a man should be working out, high value, like shit you know in high school already.
So let's all right. Let's take. Guess what? We're gonna take a turn on the podcast right now on this live. Let's do what Fresh and Fit couldn't do. Let's give our audience something to take away from this, because, you know, I really think that, you know, we're at a place now where you're right. We have wrong information. We don't have the right information. Instead of correcting that by giving the right information, we just keep criticizing the wrong information. So let's give the right information. I'm gonna let you run with this a little bit. I'm gonna kind of lead you by. I'm gonna ask you the questions. I'm gonna start saying, all right, this is what I want to know, because I see the guys asking a bunch of questions, but I think I want to make sure we're gonna give our viewers that are gonna have replay value for the that weren't live with us. Let's answer some really important questions that they can value from watching this live. So this is what I want to start with. Most men the biggest trouble they have is dealing with an ex, right? Dealing with the rejection of someone they were once with, someone that they were sleeping with, they were romantic with, they had, and now that girl that they thought they had so much love for doesn't want them anymore. What's the best way to deal with an ex, right? Not how do I get my ex back? Because me personally, I think you shouldn't try to get your ex back.
We ain't doing that. Doing that. Yeah.
What's the best way to deal with an ex? How do you deal with her?
You guys have to understand something. This is very important. Men fall in love much quicker. Women fall out of love much quicker. Those are the two dynamics. You could meet a complete thought the first night you're in love with her. Oh my God, this is the one. She's beautiful. Women fall out of love with the man. Once she's out of love with you, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do. I don't care if you buy a brand new Lamborghini the next day. That's not going to change the way she feels about you. That's it. It's over. It's done. If she has to question the relationship, if it's done, she wants space, say, okay, no problem. Now you have to turn that pain into purpose. You have to use that fuel for the fire. And a lot of men falter because they don't. They sit on the couch wondering who their girl is sucking off now or what they can do to get her back. It hurts. I understand that. I've had sleepless nights. I'm sure you have as well, Shape. I still think about the girl that broke up with me from 3 years ago, the rare gem I met. I still think about her. Am I going to reach out to her? No. Have I reached out to her once? No, I haven't. I don't look at her stories. She's blocked on Instagram. She's been blocked for 3 years. I don't care what that girl's fucking doing. I don't, but I still think about her. Sometimes it's going to take a while, guys. Time is the best healer, but I'm happy I went through heartbreaks when I was younger to prepare me for this. So you have to get your heart broken. You have to. It's better to get it broken now than when you're in a marriage, you have 3 kids going through a horrible divorce. You don't know what happened. Now you can't deal with it. So I love the experience, bro. If you're have more girls break up with you. Learn. What did I do wrong? What should I do better? How can I keep the next girl? Let me go to the gym 7 days a week now. So you gotta listen. Idle time is the devil's workshop. You have to keep yourself busy, even if you keep thinking about her. I understand you're gonna have those sleepless nights. You have to go through that, fellas.
No, absolutely. And I think you actually brought up some good points that you still think of them. A lot of men feel like it's bad if they're thinking about them, they got to act on it, right? They like, oh man, I'm thinking about her, so I got to call her, right? Because I keep thinking about her. If I don't call her, then you know what I'm saying, like, what's the point of me thinking about her, you know? And my response to that is, yeah, listen, you got to suppress your thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And I also like to tell people you're not your thought, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have a thought, and your thought is just a precept, right? You just some information came to you, and you're reflecting on it. You're observing it. That's all it is. And you're observing that, you know, you really like the girl and she's gone. So you observe off of it all, right? Sometimes people don't understand that rejection breeds obsession. That you think about how something went wrong, the narrative of it all the time, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to become obsessed with a girl if you just realize that you're only thinking about it because something bad happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't appreciate their girl till she's gone. You know, when now she's gone, all of a sudden is, oh man, you know, she was the best one for me, but what do you think of her? Treating her bad, arguing with her, not answering the text, fighting with her, and then she gives up. She's like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Now you're sad. Now you miss her. Now you want her back. It's that you gotta understand. It's just an emotional roller coaster that people go through.
Shape, that happened to me. It didn't hit me until a month after, and I said, wow, this girl's really gone.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit you until after because you didn't appreciate what you have. And I always tell guys, you need to show a woman appreciation. A woman needs to show her man admiration. She needs to admire him. You have to appreciate what your girl does for you, bro. If you don't, she will leave you for a man that knows how to play his position. And the ones that hurt the most, it's not the exes that cheated on you. It's not the toxic ones. Who gives them? You forget about those girls quickly, bro. You don't even want them back. They're still single, hitting you up months later, years later. You're like, nah, I'm good. It's the feminine women who you took for granted, bro. Those are the ones that you will never forget. So make sure you know how to play your position. Be the masculine, assertive man she wants. Be ambitious. Work out. Never get the dad bod. Even if they tell you they like the dad bod, don't fall for that bullshit. Okay? Let her know you still got it.
Okay, let's go into that a little bit. I think that's a good one that, viewers watching back after the live stream are going to be interested in. What's the deal with girls saying they like the dad bod? What's that? That's a trend now.
To eliminate competition. They don't want to look their best anymore. They don't want to have to compete with the other women. They don't want to have to compete with the other women that might.
So it's not even about the guy. It's about them.
It's not even about the guy. It's about them. They want to be a little lazy. They don't want to work hard anymore. They want you to look your worst by telling you they like the dad bod because they're lazy. They're tired. They don't want to compete with all these beautiful women
you're the best that they could do.
The best.
She's the best that they could do.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But then that's when they lose attraction for you. And I tell guys, it's a trap. It's a double-edged sword. Keep going harder.
Imagine that. You said you like the dad bod. I got the dad bod. Yeah. Yo, did you see Logic, right? Yo, IP, try to bring this up. Logic, he has this new song called Dad Bod. And he's on stage dancing with
they're promoting
see if we get this video, we can put it up.
It's programming shape. It's just more programming
into
my brain.
It was hysterical. He took his finger, put it in his belly button, took it back out, licked it, and kept performing. I'm like, is this like a joke? Does he dad bod? He's gonna make. That's what I'm gonna say. This whole community is trying to make things that are not cool. Oh, dad bod.
They're pushing
cool.
for
Let's
it.
make it cool. Oh, body positive. Body positive is cool. For what? Isn't being fit positive about your body?
Not anymore.
When not being in shape.
Not anymore.
Positive.
Apparently,
since
we stopped hunting for our food, apparently it's not important anymore, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. We don't have to really. Humans have to really. We're evolved to really have to compete for life.
But you can't change
for life.
But you can't change what's been evolutionarily hardwired in women to seek out a man that is best fit to give them the best possible chances of offspring that survive genetically. You can't change that. I don't care if they promote this shit. If a girl tells me she likes a dad bod, you know what I'm doing, Shape? I'm stopping and I'm going to the gym right then and there. I'm going to work out even harder. Oh, yeah? You like the dad bod? Well, looks like you're going to hate me then. Because women say one thing, but they mean another. This is what I'm trying to teach.
They say one thing, they do another.
They say one thing, but they mean another. They do another.
Let me ask you this. So, and this is what guys get confused with. Girls will lie to you to fool you because they want to fool you, right? People understand that girls lie because they want to intentionally deceive you, but their actions don't lie.
I'm going to go to the bathroom quickly. Shape,
yeah.
Okay? Keep going.
Take a little break. Okay. They want to deceive you, but we found that link or not?
I sent you a link of him. Is it him performing dad bod?
Yeah, he was gyrating. I mean,
yeah. That's the link. I just sent it to you. All right, we're gonna share it on the screen just now.
Yeah, I'm gonna let me go download this bad boy. Yo, you guys enjoying the live stream or what, man? Got my man Czar Danya on here from TikTok, blowing up. IP in the house. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, we came here to do one thing and one thing only: dominate YouTube. That's it.
And also, of course, we're here for the people. We're here for educating all of the other men out there who definitely need the help, especially in this modern day.
But want to return.
Oh, for sure. The
Guys,
thing is,
I'm not making no qualm about this. I want to be rich.
No, but here's the thing, though, right? The best way to get rich is by providing a good service to the people, right?
Yeah.
And they'll always keep coming back.
I fuck with that.
Do right by the people, and they'll do right by you.
Absolutely. Get into some of the comments. Maxim says thoughts on weekend. What do you mean by the weekend? Kind of go through what you think he means by that. I'm still trying to grab the video for you guys.
I'm pretty sure he means like the weekend as in, like the artist, but like specifically, what do you mean, Maxim? Actually, there is one other question that he asked before that we didn't get to. He was asking Danya specifically about what his thoughts are on the Kardashians and are they a cancer to society, and why are they popular? I mean, what are your thoughts, Shape?
Are the Kardashians a cancer to society? Oh yeah, I see the comment, right? We're all a cancer to society. We're the cancer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's wrong with society? People want to look to the Kardashians and say they're wrong. I do believe the Kardashians are wrong, but I also believe that, we share in that wrong too. I mean, I don't want to just point the fingers to the Kardashians, to be honest with you. I want to. Danya's back. Back. I'm gonna have to take my break soon too. Yo, streaming is I think it's a stamina sport. Yo, guys, we need stamina for this. So please hit the Cash App Shape Models. We're going to the top. I'm seeing new subscribers. Thank you guys. Help to 1,700, then 2,000, 10,000. Follow my boy Czar Danya. He's on TikTok.
At Czar of Dating, you guys can find me, Czar Danya, CZAR, like the czars back in the day. But are the Kardashians the cancer to society?
Yeah.
If
What's your thoughts on that, Danya?
If I meet a girl and she even looks up to the Kardashians or she watches the Kardashians, that is a major turn off for me. Major turn. I just start cringing. I'm like, oh my God, no, not you. Automatically, I don't know what it is, bro. It's just like a
so
trigger.
You don't watch the Kardashians with girls? You don't like watch the show with them?
I've never sat and watched any episode.
You never laid up a girl and she throw the Kardashians on? Ever?
Absolutely not, because we're watching what I want to watch. Number one, I'm not going to sit there, and I tell them flat out.
This is where Don is more player than me. Sometimes I be going what you want to watch. I don't know what's good on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, girl, you choose something, and
but
I'm
sometimes,
be,
sometimes
cuddling up with you.
It is a good thing.
Enjoying myself.
If they earn it, say if the girl does want to watch the Kardashians or the Titanic or the Notebook, you have to show them that appreciation, bro. Because maybe they went hiking with you when they didn't want to. Maybe they did this with you when they didn't want to. So now you have to give them a little bit of your time and effort and say, okay, babe, you know what? We'll watch an episode. If I fall asleep, don't blame me. Make it funny, right? If you give me a massage, we'll watch it. Like, at least you get an investment out of it. Or
I'll give them a hypervolt massage. Like, yo, listen, I'm going to give you a hypervolt massage. You know what I'm saying? If we can watch, I want to watch, because I don't want to watch the Kardashians. Yeah, I can't watch it. I mean, listen, I don't think that we want to blame one person. We want the culprit. I don't believe in blaming other people. I believe in taking accountability. Fresh and Fit should have took accountability. They're blaming people, pointing the finger. You know what I'm saying? The most masculine people on the planet are taking accountability. Look,
I love the transition.
It's not the Kardashians. You're the cancer. You need to get well too. Don't worry about someone else's step. Clean your fucking doorstep. Clean your fucking bedroom. Jordan Peterson told you to do so. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? So do it. Yo, loving this, bro. I think we got a good podcast going here. I know you guys. I don't know what's up. We're going to give the audience some more.
Imagine, Shape, if we had like 500 people in here.
Oh, we'll
get there eventually. But
no matter when, it doesn't matter when.
It would be fucking lit, because you know what? They'd stray away from that red pill hating women, and we can teach them to love women for the beautiful creatures they are.
Bro, they're dope. But you know, here's a hard part, and then a lot of men have a hard time accepting this. They're not you. Don't expect girls to think like your boys. They're not gonna think like your boys. Don't talk to them.
Don't talk to them like they're your boys. You guys have to learn.
Them have fun. When you see a girl, just know that the best thing she could ever get from you is fun. Women don't look at life like the way we look at life. We want to work hard. I want to live stream. I want to figure out what webcam to buy, what microphone to buy. I don't talk to girls about this. Right? You got to talk to girls about just, oh, look, we're going to go to a new restaurant.
Or about cars. Do you talk to girls about cars? Like, they're going to look at you like they don't give a fuck, bro.
Like,
you got to be interesting. You got to know how to engage with them in an emotional and fun way. They don't think like guys do. The whole problem with Fresh and Fit is they try talking to women like they were men. That will never work.
Thank you, bro.
Never work. There's a certain way to talk to them like we do. Shape, charm, charisma, make them understand something in their language. But like, that's like the basis of game.
We had a show. We could just talk about that with girls. Hey, would you like to? What kind of outfit would you wear to bed if you went on vacation over here? You know what I'm saying? And this is the temperature for the weather. Oh,
Yeah.
I would wear this outfit. I'll wear that outfit. What kind of perfume you're gonna wear? What stuff you're gonna pack if we want to go to this spot? You know what I'm saying? And that's what they want to talk. Oh, wow, blah, blah, blah. And you just look at it like in your mind, you don't give a fuck what the hell they're in.
I could come up with. I could come up.
I don't care. But they're gonna have a good time. They're gonna leave like, I really like that guy's podcast. It was really fun. Let's do it.
I could come up with a great topic like right now, off the top of my head. Right? Ask women, if a guy asks you to wear a certain type of lingerie, what would you ladies pick? All of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, I would pick this red one. I like that corset. I like the gothic. Each other. I like the gothic look. Oh, it brings out my bro. Just shut up and let them talk." Now, what did Beyonce say? Right? Who runs the world? Girls. Now they see that they all want to get in that fucking podcast. And I noticed, bro, when you have the girls following you, bro, my TikToks would get banned. They would get blown up for majority of women that would watch the videos. It wasn't the men. Women own social media.
No, yeah.
If they own social
media. Men own YouTube.
But they own YouTube. The men own the YouTube.
Yeah. Women got TikTok and Instagram, all the fake social media platforms. I got the record deal with the real social media platform, YouTube Records, baby. YouTube freaking Records, man. YPP program, baby. Paid this rent.
Okay? Shout out Suge Knight.
Yes.
YouTube Records.
Yes. YouTube Records. You know what I'm saying? From the 99 to the 2000s. Anyway, yeah, guys, look, I think, Danya is a good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? IP, good friend of mine. These are dudes I really know. So if you want this podcast, please let us know. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my boy Danya, his TikTok. You know what I'm saying? This feedback helps to go a long way. We do this another weekend or so.
Spread the channel. Spread the love.
Exactly. Help us grow. And then as it grows, we're going to be bringing girls on. I'm just going to have a few girls lined up. We're going to bring on. I'm going to bring a few girls on. We can have as many as 10 people on here, and we can have some really good conversations, such as, what color lingerie did you last wore when you with that other girl? You know she's a whore. Did you feel it? Well, yo, listen, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. And you'd be like, damn, Fresh and Fit could have done this. And we're going to be having fun with girls. Like, we can have a show with we'll have like 5, 6, 7, 8 different types of lingerie. And we with a group of girls, and we have them pick out which one like the best, and then try it on, put it on.
That would,
you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
That would be dope. Girls try different clothes. What girl you a girl like this? How do you look in this look? How do you look with this type of hair? How do you look with that type of hair? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you cuddle at night? We can show girls like different cuddle tests. 5, 6 different girls cuddling with this girl. Okay, that's how she cuddles. Cuddle with that girl. That's how she cuddles. And play like that. We could just be silly and have a good
and Shape. Not only that, you're good with the camera. So at the end, you can take a professional photo shot of them, and they can post it on social media, like a professional shot, bro. It just says like appreciation, right?
Completely. No, we can shoot the entire thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the great thing about this is that, there's a lot of opportunity when you have Fresh and Fit have females available to them. And all they did was make fun of them and throw them out. That's like the worst use of women. Bro, let's get some clothes in here. Let's get some makeup going on. You get what I'm trying to say? Let's get a hot tub. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
why we have girls here and we're just going to make fun of them and throw them out? It just doesn't make sense.
Shape, I would have a
use of women.
I would have a bedroom in that studio.
Yeah, girls just all go lay in
that studio.
Talk about nothing. No, did you watch it? I didn't watch it either. Yeah. Hey man, we're all really hot. We should all just take a group shower. Sure. Let's put some mics in there so we can hear. We can let them hear what we're talking about in the group shower.
You gotta save that for the Patreon. That's for the Patreon.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like there's so many good things we could do. We have beautiful women at the disposal, but people don't see that. They think you gotta mistreat them, prove that they're dumb, throw them out. This is a poor use of your resource. They poorly use the resources of women and poorly use the resources of YouTube. What do you think about that? Danya?
And it also, nothing dries up the vagina much quicker. And everyone's seeing you. Bro.
Damn.
Nothing dries up.
They need a moisture touch. We need to do a moisture touch.
It's just insane because there's 2 routes you could have went. The charming, charismatic route where all women had the floodgates open, they were wet for you, and then the route where their vagina just is sewn shut like a Barbie doll, and there's just no way you can penetrate it. And I think that's the route they went, because I guarantee you, even with that show, were they really getting laid? How many women were they getting?
Bro, did you see how many times that we seen how Fresh Prince CEO, he embarrassed himself with the girl that he met on Seeking Arrangements.
I heard about that.
She'd move away and like, bro, like there's no any. You're the dude that slept with thousands of girls. Like, bro, yo, 1,000 body count is a hard number to achieve. I smashed a lot of girls, and 1,000 is a number like I would have to be working hard to achieve that number, bro.
But not only that, like you know how long that takes too, like the amount of time you have to spend away from doing what you want to do, making money.
Yeah.
Well, it's nearly impossible. We don't live in the times where that was easy.
I mean, once this YouTube stimulus check hit me, I know it's going to get real easy. But, you know, I think the it's going to be more like you said, like I'm going to spend more time with girls or I'm going to spend more time on YouTube. Like I want a content house, right? And so like my next thing, the next move for me, my chance to get a content house, I think there's a way to get the content house, make the content, give the viewers what they want. If I just chill with girls all day, it's going to slow the acquisition of the content house.
But shape, that's what Fresh and Fit had. They had the income coming in and they had the girls at the same time. How do you fuck that up?
Bro, it's
in Miami.
It's only like this, right? You gave $1 million to if you gave $1 million Brokey and he loses it all, are you surprised, right? It's like, but a person that has managed millions before is going to be better at it. Fresh has never, and Myron has never had this much clout in their life. And what did they do with their clout? Humiliate women,
yeah.
Or at least think they humiliate women. They end up humiliating themselves. Because all those girls that see them, their channel go like this, they're laughing at them. All these channels are laughing at them. No one's like, damn, Fresh and Fit is gone. They're like, they know some people like me and you're going to replace them. They know that the YouTube is going to find a next star. It's going to happen.
If it's not us, Shape. If it's not us, who is it? That girl Bobby that was laying with Drake, like her boring ass podcast. Did you see? I was like, what the fuck is this?
Bobby Altos? Yeah,
I was like, she's asking Tigga for like $40,000. I would have like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, why am I even on this shit? I would have walked off, bro. Tigga played it cool.
And that's why she's on the show, because she's pissing people off, and that's the whole thing. Is like, where did she come from?
People think she's like an industry plant.
People say industry plant. Yeah.
Because where did she come? And she's the most boring person I've ever. I couldn't even sit and watch that Drake.
But she's a real character. The thing of what I like about Bobby is I know white girls like that though. We all know some Bobbies. Like, she really is a white girl that just like, oh, it's icky and like, but like, you look at her like you look at her. Well, I'm not gonna say that. You're gonna look at her, bro. You trying to get me Kanye West?
No, I'm asking. Is Bobby a Jewish girl?
Oh, I don't know. This is what I was gonna say. I was gonna say she's the kind of girl. And this is what I want to do. Some of my shows about the archetypes of women, right? Bobby's the archetype of a girl who overvalues herself, right? And she thinks like what's between her legs is so valuable, she could dangle in front of your face. But she looks average. She's an average looking girl. So I look at her and I say, listen, you could dangle this carrot in front of someone's face. Like, you can't have this. I'm too special. I'm too cool. She unfollowed and Drake unfollowed her and she deleted his episode and all this kind of weird stuff. You can act like it, but at the end of the day, like, there's hotter girls than you. We're not mad. You want to chill. Go over there, Bobby. You're not that cool. It's okay.
Why did Drake block her?
I don't know. I don't know if that's an industry plant move either. You don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell. Whatever it is, she's getting amazing PR because we're talking about her. She's getting amazing PR. Yeah. She didn't pay for this.
I'm saying,
bro. Did she hit the Cash App?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, come on now. Bro, Cash App right now. Shape Models. Come on, man. Call in. We got the live show. I got my man Danya. I got my man IP in here. We're ready to go, bro. This live streaming stuff, easy. This live streaming stuff, easy. Me and Danya, we can do this a day. Easy.
Teaching you that want to bring this to y'all. G game.
Yeah, if y'all want us to bring this to you, let us know, man. Comments, subscribe, like the video, talk to us.
Danya, I actually wanted to ask you that question. This was a while back about the whole Passport Bros movement. Can you give us some of your thoughts on that whole entire movement?
I mean, I understand why they're doing it. But at the same time, there's great women all around you, no matter where you are. Even in a feminized society like America, I still meet beautiful feminine women. Maybe because we live in New Jersey, there's a plethora of them. There's a lot that come over here that still have those traditional values. I don't think you have to go overseas. And not only that, those women are all fucking ugly. Let's just call it for what it is, bro.
Where?
The passport bros, the ones they were marrying, I think they're
I don't know, bro. I seen the Philippines is looking, bro.
Some of them look bad, though.
I was like, I want to go, bro. But here's the thing, right? I've been with beautiful Filipino women. America, I'm agreeing with you. Like, I don't need to be a passport.
You don't need to go anywhere.
In Jersey,
yeah.
Like, the thing about it is with the Passport Bros, in particular, was they wanted. It was a show. It's a movement about how average guys can get a above average girl that really appreciates them. That's the whole movement, right? An average guy can get an above average girl that appreciates him. What makes her above average? She's more feminine than the average girl. She's prettier than the average girl, more cooperative than the average girl, and she cooks and cleans, which the average girl doesn't do. So for them, this was how a regular dude, right? You're making $40,000 a year. You go to the Philippines. Now it's like you make six figures. You know what I'm saying? And you're getting beautiful Filipino women that throw themselves at you. Not only do they want you, they're throwing themselves at you, and they're willing to start a family with you, appreciate you. I'm telling you, literally, average dudes, not just like black dudes, white dudes, Asian dudes are going to these countries, and they're getting dimes. I haven't seen no one with ugly girls so far. If they find them, let me know.
If I wanted to get a Philippine woman, all I have to do is go to the Dunkin' Donuts right up the street from me. Like, I don't have to go to the Philippines. They all work there. Like, you could find Filipino women everywhere.
I don't even want to talk about that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly which one you're talking about. They got the best show at that damn Dunkin' Donuts. They got the best matcha at that damn Dunkin' Donuts. I know exactly the Philippine lady you're talking about. Goddamn bus soul. Yeah. We got to make sure.
I'm saying you don't have to go overseas. I think if you live in a state that sucks with dating and there's a low pool of beautiful women, move to another state. And I tell guys, if you live in a big city where the competition is fucking hefty, go to another town. Don't date in a big city. There's competition everywhere. Go to a town that doesn't have as much competition. Like where we live in Jersey is the best because there's not as much competition here. There's still a huge dating pool with beautiful women. But so it's a win-win.
Danya, you gotta, man, I'm gonna see how this is gonna work out good for me and you. Bro, you're not giving them advice on their level, yo. You're talking on your level. I was
gonna say, bro. You're talking from much higher.
You're talking from a higher level. And listen, and the reason why I do this podcast because I can relate to the average guy, but I can't relate to the average guy. So I can just relate because I could kind of observe what the difference is, what I'm experiencing is what they're experiencing. But Danya, they have to go overseas. They're not getting attracted. They're not being picked by the girls here. Like, I'll put it this way, right? A lot of dudes have never been with an 8, 9, or 10 in life. I've been with dozens. Like, right? I'm not going to say I've been with thousands, like Fresh Prince CO, but I've been with dozens. A dozen of cheeks smashed 8, 9s, and 10s. That's a lot. Okay? That means I didn't happen on a fluke. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just trip fall a couple dozen times with 8, 9, and 10 in the bed. So you got to bring it down. The average dude has never even been with 8, 9, or 10.
You're right.
Been with a 5, a 4. Right? She's not all that. She might be kind of cute, but maybe she don't got the best body. Or maybe she's ugly, but she got a nice body. There's always something missing from the average dude to the point where they tend like they're getting stuck with the leftovers.
So that means shape. That means shape. If they're going to the Philippines and overseas, that means they've never met a beautiful feminine woman here.
They've met her, but they're not in bed with her.
But they're not in bed. You're right. So they want to make it easier. Let me go overseas.
Yeah, I go overseas, and now the average girl I can attract is an 8, 9, and 10 in my eyes. Maybe they're still not the 8, 9, and 10s over there, because technically, the 8, 9, and 10s, I guess, will go out highest bidder in the Philippines, right? But their 8, 9, and their 5s and 6s compared to the U.S. are 8, 9s, and 10s. So, and that's kind of what I think the observable of reality is for them is that they're getting to get a taste of what me and you would look at like, bro, you went to the Philippines. I smashed this batter Filipino chick here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But Shape, let me ask you something though. Like, let's try to quantify this 8, 9, or 10 because you said when you go over there, obviously, like it would be an 8, 9, or 10 to them. But is what brings them from a 5 or 6 and 8, 9, or 10 the fact that they're a lot more feminine and they do like again a lot of the qualities that you were talking about earlier? Is that what makes them now an 8, 9, or 10 to the average guy?
No. So I've seen girls that are masculine but are extremely gorgeous. Like they're beautiful, but they raise with their dad or they raise with a single mom. They play sports, but they're like gorgeous, right? So your masculinity, you know what I'm saying? Your personality, if you will, how portray yourself is different than the way you look, right? There's some girls. So 8, 9, and 10 is just purely from the superficial point, how her face looks, how her body looks. And so, you know, dudes look what's pornography, right? Pornography is mainly 8s, 9s, and 10s, right? And on that kind of high level, you don't really see 5s and 6s in pornography. A lot of porn is 8, 9s, and 10s. So people watch porn to fantasize about being with a girl that's attractive. Compared to someone like, say, me or Danya, we're hooking up with girls like this, hooked up with girls like this. So for us, it's not as big of a deal. Like I remember myself before I ever hooked up with an 8, 9, and 10. I think the first couple 8s, 9s, and 10s I ever been with, it was towards when I was becoming like 21, right? But there's a point where I was like 17, 18, 19. I was like, man, I'm dealing with average girls, right? I had one girl, she was kind of average. She's like a 7, like a 6. But then I didn't really do 8, 9. When I started doing 8, 9s, and 10s, I was like, oh shit, this is what I've been missing out. But then after a while, it just became regular. It's like after you owned a Ferrari for 5 years, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I know it's a Ferrari, but you're the dude that had to get the tires changed, the oil changed, you know what I'm saying? Someone hit your car.
You know all those problems that come with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're the dude that, like, the computer system stops working, so it didn't run for you for 2 weeks. You have to rent a car. The car that you rented was a Chevy Volt. Like, that's the issues you start dealing with. Hot girls, they lose their appeal. So much to the point where right now, like, beautiful women as a whole, as much as I enjoy them and I enjoy having intimacy with them, it's not something that's enough to take me off my path because I've been there, done that, and it's the same thing. And the way I view it is they're not going anywhere. 8s, 9s, and 10s are not going anywhere. They're going to still be here in America. They're going to still be abroad. You might as well grind now because you could get the good stuff on the back end. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to try to live your life, part of your life up right now. You could delay your gratification and work towards that's what I think men should do here. They should try to work towards the 8, 9s, and 10s because in America, if you got money, you'll get 8s, 9s, and 10s. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? You get fit, get 8s, 9s, and 10s. Like you pick a choice. If your game get better, you'll get 8, 9, and 10s. If you get more fit, you'll get 8s, 9s, and 10s. You know what I'm saying? If you get your money, you'll get 8s, 9s, and 10s. So I agree. You don't have to go overseas, but what you'd have to do is you got to improve money, looks, or game. You know what I'm saying? You got to improve it. You know what I'm saying? So this is what that
tells me. If you have to go overseas to find a woman that's more compliant or more submissive, what that tells me is you couldn't get a woman to submit to you here. You couldn't get a woman that's compliant to you here. So you have to focus on your game. You got to amp up that masculine energy, bro. If you can't get a woman submissive, because I'm sure we've had women that were submissive to us, compliant, no issues, high quality women. Did we have to go overseas for that? No, we just worked on our game. Like we got to that point where we know how to make women submissive. It's earned. But if they see you as that assertive, confident, masculine man, they'll submit to you. So that tells me there's an issue on their part if they couldn't get women to be compliant.
But Danya, you got to understand that's the average man's a ton of issues.
That's their problems. But you're right.
Issues, yeah. There's not a little bit.
I'd rather them work on themselves. Learn what we're teaching them rather than them having to go overseas. Okay. It's best to learn what you have.
So the average dude that's going overseas is in his 50s, right? And the passport bros are not like young 21, 23, 24-year-old guys. They're really mainly mature men that are retired men. And they have, let's say, a lump sum of money that they can retire on, and they know that money could go further if they go out the country, right? So if they go to Colombia, they could buy a house in Colombia and live like a wealthy man in Colombia, or they could buy a house in Union and just live like a regular dude in Union. You know what I'm saying? And they figured that the Colombian women are going to be better. They're going to they're going to have higher status in Colombia. So there's a couple of things passport bros are getting. They're getting a bigger bang for their buck. They're getting higher status. You know what I'm saying? and essentially they're living their lives on vacation because they're retired. A lot of them are retired.
I didn't
So
know
it's
that.
like,
I
yeah,
had no
it's
idea.
a-
I didn't know the details. I
Thank
didn't
you.
know that.
Yeah. No, and I'm only studying now because I'm becoming somebody in the manosphere. So I want to make sure that I'm up to date when I'm talking about, because people ask me this question a lot about passport bros. It's a big topic in the manosphere right now, and these are dudes. It's either live in Union, New Jersey, and be average, or go to Colombia, where the women, and let's just be real, the women on average look better. The averages are different there. An average girl in Colombia is bad over here, bro. The average girl in Colombia is an 8, 9, or 10. That's what I'm trying to say. That's like the average comparably. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting the above average girls, right? They're getting the 9s and the 10s because they got the bread.
So to play devil's advocate here, right? Couple things. One is the reason why they're perceived. Is it really just perception because it's exotic to us? You know what I mean? Like for the locals, is it?
No. And listen, and I used to. People that don't know my background, you guys could check out my oldest YouTube videos. I used to be a photographer and a model agent, right? And I had a model agency. One thing I'm going to start using again because I have use for women now. You know, when the pandemic hit, I changed careers. I got out of shooting. I got out of a man model. But anyway, I say that to say that I used to actually have to, you know what I'm saying, value women based on their looks. You know what I'm saying? And select them from different gigs, right? And based on my choices would either be whether I get the contract or not, right? So I would supply girls to guys, to companies, you know, one for women to be in their products, to be in their music videos, such and such. So I have a good eye for what it is and what it costs for women. The idea about it is they're gonna have more attractive faces and they're gonna have more attractive bodies on average. You know what I'm saying? And America, obviously, we know, everyone knows it's no different. America has the obesity problem. It is what it is. And so other countries, that's not the norm. People understand that other countries, they don't have that problem. One of the reasons is because they're not wealthy enough. And we're wealthy enough where we could have all the food that we want. People are still starving around the world. You know what I'm saying? Such like Colombia. You know what I'm saying?
And they
Some
walk.
women
They walk everywhere.
They can't be gluttons.
And they walk everywhere.
And they walk everywhere. Their life. Remember, we're adapted to our lifestyle. So if we just sit all, we're gonna adapt to that. If we just eat all that, for us as Americans, we sit around and just enjoy and consume all that. Where other people, they gotta walk up hills to get home. You know what I'm saying? Like we got elevators if you don't feel like walking up steps in America. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta walk up any steps if you don't want to. You got elevators. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they have a different life. Therefore, on average, they're more fit because they're more active. You know what I'm saying? They tend to eat healthier food, be eating a lot less processed foods. And so you're getting a higher quality of women, and they're more culturally, they've been evolutionarily adapted to be submissive to men because they do view men as valuable. It's not like they don't. They genuinely appreciate you in these other countries. You go to Colombia, you find a wife, your wife is going to really love you. She's not going to kind of love you. She's going to really love you, and she's going to connect her survival to you. So she's going to appreciate you because she appreciates her survival. You know what I'm saying? It's really simple. You know what I'm saying? Where in America, they're like, I don't need you. I could sue you. I could divorce you. And, you know, you're going to be screwed. You know what I'm saying? If I decide to, you know what I'm saying, get rid of you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a case where, kind of like with what I was saying earlier, was they're closer on the side to nature in terms of they're much closer to that. So I think there's going to be a natural
100%
case where they value men more. Whereas again, here we're much more. I feel like again in a wall. You know, we're kind of in the.
We're idealistic.
Yeah.
They're realistic and we're idealistic.
And you have to understand something. They don't have feminism that's so rampant over there. So they don't have that whole independent. I'm strong.
When you're starving, feminism goes out the door. When people need to fight and kill, and, you know what I'm saying?
They rely on these
females
guys.
are gonna run the military when the people really dying. They're like, "Girl, get out the way. We got to kill people. Like, get out the way." You know what I'm saying?
So those passport bros, they could have like several. They could have several of those Colombian girls, several of those wives living under one roof. They could have 4 of them. They'd be happy. Those women would be happy.
Bro, all of them will cooperate together.
They'll cooperate.
They'll cooperate. This is the life that you have in Colombia, you would never have in America. You would have to. Justin Bieber ain't gonna have that life. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they're gonna have it is they could literally have many women share them and cooperate while being shared. You know what I'm saying?
Because of their survival.
It's bro. It's all survival. Yeah, you could be all your morals and broke, or you could say, you know what, I'm gonna turn a blind eye and be paid. It's an easy decision for these girls. They're not thinking twice about it. It's that or porn. You gotta, you know, is that or being a webcam girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying this is for all of Colombia. I don't want to discriminate against Colombia. I'm just trying to say that.
Yeah, we love Colombian women.
These countries that people are talking about, they have economic need. These girls are not dumb. People like to say, "Oh, they go across the seas because
they're really educated."
No, they know how to hustle too. They could spot bullshit.
They know social dynamics. They understand order.
They have to live it. In order to survive,
women go inside the fucking house and cry. You know what I'm saying? Not the men go inside the house and cry and women go fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's how it is in America. Because the men go inside and cry and the women go outside and fight.
I didn't know those details. See, now that I know those details, it changes my perspective. Because I thought they were going over there, marrying them, and then bringing them back here.
No, they're going over there and buying homes out there.
But they're staying there. That changes the entire dynamic. If they're staying there, that's crazy.
Yeah, most passport bros don't come back. They're there. You know
I didn't know the facts.
Philippines, we're talking about Colombia, Vietnam, even. They're there.
Wow. I'm gonna own property in the Philippines. Like, be aware. Like,
what about Thailand?
Thailand and Philippines, one of those countries. Like, and you can't. I believe you can't finance any property out there, so you got to buy it cash.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna buy a condo cash. Like, when I come out here, I want to be, because you know what? Like I said, the way of life out there it's very different in America. I understand culturally around the world, America is very unique. It's not the most commonplace social structure. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a very unusual social structure. Most places around the world, the things that we purport, things that we say and do and we believe in values, they just don't value around the world. They just don't value that. You know what I'm saying? They don't value. I don't want to get into this topic, but you know what I'm saying? That they don't value going against nature. Let's just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't value going against nature. And so, and that could be just trying to change yourself into something that you're not, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to turn yourself into a snake, you're not a snake. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you split your tongue down the middle and, you know what I'm saying? You get hissed and shit now. You're not a snake, you know? So, yeah. And that shit might be cool because, you know, you can control your songs independently. The people that do it, there's kind of some kind of value to it because she can lick you like this and lick you like that. You know what I'm saying? Around the same time. So, they're useful. They're useful. But, you know, like I said,
I'd rather have two women instead of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Abundance. So
abundance.
If you had to choose Colombia or Thailand, you saying Danya? Which one?
Oh, come on, bro. Colombia.
I know,
come on,
bro.
man.
Yeah, I know. You're so
They gotta have those. They gotta have those curves.
There's no prejudice.
There is.
Yo, shout out to the Jersey boys that love Spanish women. It's so funny, yo.
It's
shout
the
out
curves.
to the Jersey boys that they get one Spanish girl and she's everything. You know. And
once you experience,
they just say no to the Asian girl. The Asian girl just become nothing.
Let me say something to these youngins watching. Once you experience your first Spanish chick, she's going to ruin your life. She will change your life, bro, if she sleeps with you. I'm telling you, there's something wild about them, animalistic. It's like they know what they're doing. I don't know where they get that experience from. I don't want to know, but I just hope they're kind of born with it. Okay, that's what I like to think. They just got it, bro. They know what they're doing, how to please a man.
Yeah, no, I think Spanish women are great pleasers, and that's their culture. They grew up in a culture where pleasing is the culture. You know what I'm saying? And it's accepted. It's not looked at. It's not frowned upon. A Spanish girl's not made it for your clothes, cooking your meal, and cleaning your house. She's not looked at like she's some dumb bitch. You know what I'm saying? Where in this country, it's like, girl, what's wrong with you? Like, you know, why can't you do it? His leg ain't broken. His foot ain't broken. You know what I'm saying? It'll turn into that. Or in their country, they'll look at her like, no, you need to learn how to cook and clean for you so you don't leave you. You know what I'm saying?
I think
your grandma will tell you that, you know?
They believe in pleasing a man. I think that's very important to them, is pleasing their man.
Yeah, and feeling like your value is how well you can please. They tie their value on how well they could please. Think about that. Your value isn't how well you could please. That's, you know what I'm saying, right there, submission right there. That's submission on the highest level.
Feminine nature, compassionate, nurturing.
Yeah, well, we have people here that their submission is based on how much they don't. Their values on how much they don't cooperate, how much they don't let the man rule. That's what they value. You know what I'm saying? So that's
It's
the difficult
funny.
stuff.
It's funny how that works, bro. There's always the dynamic. The more compliant a man is, the lower his attraction. The more compliant a woman is, the higher her attraction. The more compliant you are as a man, your woman telling you what to do, making demands, bro, oh my God, you're just losing points in her eyes. She's looking at you like a puppy dog. She's going to cheat on you in 2 weeks. But the more compliant a woman is, the more attractive you find her. Right, babe, do that, get that done. Okay, daddy, no problem. No complaints, no arguing. You're like, damn, this is a rare girl.
Again, it's the different things that both sides value, right?
Yeah,
because I think
attraction is not symmetrical. It's not. There's no symmetry in our attraction.
we're not equal. Men and women
No.
aren't equal. Like what
No.
we even find attractive isn't the same. I just told you that. Like the more compliant you are as a man, she loses respect for you.
Crazy.
She loses respect for you, bro. That's just how women
Leaders
are
don't
hardwired.
submit. You know what I'm saying?
Leaders
don't
won't submit, and that's why that's so unattractive,
Yeah.
right? And
And
I
figure if you submit to her, what about when you're around some men? What you gonna do?
that's why
What you gonna
they
do when you're
think.
around some men?
That's how they think. This is how women are hardwired. If he's submitting to me, wow, he can't be a leader. He's going to
No.
submit to other men.
That
That's
dude's
very
soft.
unattractive. But
You know what I'm
instead of if you be a man, and you tell her no. Just say no. That's a woman's kryptonite. She has more respect for you, bro, because she knows you're not willing to submit or appease anyone.
I want to put this out there because I don't want no one to beat me to the punch, but I'm writing a book called "Tell Her No."
Tell
3
her no.
letters.
Great fucking
3.
book.
Tell her no. You know
Tell
what I'm saying?
her-
That she wants you to tell her no. Sometimes women actually will try you to see if you're going to stick up for yourself, or if you're going to be so weak, you're going to submit to her because she got you pussy whipped. A lot of girls know you're going to submit to them because you're obsessed with them. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm at a point in my life where I'm not obsessed with women no more. You know what I'm saying? Like pussy doesn't make me, jump off a balcony or something. You know what I'm saying?
You're not afraid. You're not
hoops
afraid to
with
say no, bro. You're not afraid to say no. You have boundaries.
No.
So I have compliance tests that I tell guys. I made a video about this. I write about this in the ebook compliance test. When men fail this shit all the time, bro. And when I make videos about this specific test, here, hold my purse for me. I say no, I don't hold female shit. So many women get angry on those videos. Like, oh, a real man would hold my purse. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not a real man then.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
every
Don't
time-
fight it. Yeah,
Because
go
every
along with
time I have experience to back this shit up, I don't just say shit that doesn't work. Every time I've told a girl no on that first date, no, I don't hold female shit. Put your purse over there. They always come back with me
it.
and we have sex. It's crazy, the dynamics, right? But they think that simple compliance says, oh, you're just being a gentleman. You're not. She's trying to make you seem less attractive in her eyes. She's trying to emasculate you. She's making demands for you. Might seem like a simple test. It's a compliance test. Is he going to hold my purse? Right? Let's see what kind of a man he is. When you say no, bro, that girl looks at you, but she's getting wet at the same time.
And I mean,
have-
so if we're
I have
like, the
stories
thing
about
about
this. I have so many stories. I can't even say it right now. It's in the ebook about the success I've had with this.
the thing about non-compliance too is, like you guys were saying earlier, it's so he doesn't comply to another man, but it comes from also from women, like from a selfish place, because they want to know that you won't submit so you can be protective of them at the end of the day. That's where that comes from. It's a natural. If you're not submitting to me, you're not submitting to another man. Therefore, you can protect me when the time arises.
And now,
Yeah, I mean that's what I said. I mean, I think these things could be extrapolated, but the general idea is that these are tests that she's unconscious of. I don't think women are conscious of it.
it's subconscious.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you.
that's how long we've had this evolutionary
Mhm.
adaptation. Is that it's just instinctive, right? Where they just see, it's built in, it's hardwired into them. They don't really need the conscious mind to do it. So a lot of girls are tested. When people talk about shit tests, now, and that was a pickup thing back in the day, all that is women just being themselves. They're not really even like trying to test you. They're just being themselves. Girls don't even know why they're difficult because they're emotional and they blame every. Women are the only ones allowed to just blame their behavior on hormones, right? Can I ever say testosterone allowed me to do this? Hey man, it's just I'm my T's just through the roof. I was squatting all week. My test is just like high, bad behavior. But women do this, right? Oh, our hormones are all messed up, as if they're the only ones that get hormones in their bodies. All of our hormones are messed up. You know what I'm saying? All of our hormones.
But Shape, that's why back in the day they never had female leaders. Why do you think so? Because of their hormones. They know that they could easily have an off day. They're on the period, right? They can make irrational decisions. That's why back in the day you only saw politicians, men were all in the same room. You didn't see any women there. They weren't allowed to.
And it wasn't out of hate. It wasn't
out of hate. They understood the biology.
Don't overtake men in any scenario. Women you just never will hire a woman to protect the man. It just doesn't make any sense.
And a lot of men have issues taking orders from a woman because they know women don't have leadership abilities. So if you're taking orders from a female leader, you're gonna go like, "Fuck, am I gonna listen to her for?" They're not going to take her seriously. So that's why it was always important to put a strong masculine leader that men can look up to and listen to the second he says, we're going to war right now. They're like, okay, right? They respect them. If a woman said that, you're like, okay, I'm playing Xbox, like whatever. Could be fucking an army running down your street. You're like, I ain't listening to her. Whatever.
Yo, Maxim commented, I live in Dominican Republic, party life, plenty of beaches, hotels, and if you're a high-value man, you barely have to try. Here's the funny part. It doesn't take a lot to be a high-value man in DR, especially with American dollars.
So true, bro. It
doesn't take a lot. You know what I'm saying?
The stories I heard, man.
Our average income is a high-value man down there, essentially. And the great thing about YouTube, and this is why, I'm getting my boys into YouTube, you feel? I'm getting my people into YouTube because we can go down there, shoot these live streams, right? And still get paid in American money. I live in DR, work on YouTube, and get paid in American money. Yeah.
You can make videos everywhere. Bring a laptop, phone, camera, microphone. Bro, it's one of the few jobs where you could actually bring your shit everywhere, stop what you're doing. You're like, you know what? I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make some money. Like, I have an idea.
The world's more connected now than ever. So, I mean, now you have internet access everywhere you go.
Yeah. As long as you have knowledge to share to other people, I think you're going to win every time. Something you're good at. Women, whatever it is. Stocks, trading, right? Whatever. Women was always our thing, so.
Yeah, it's funny. I know we talk about girls, we help people with women, but I don't give a fuck about women right now. Not in a bad way. Like, I don't care about women, like women's rights or the livelihood of women, but like, I don't care about being or, having intimacy with a woman right now in my life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men, you guys don't take breaks from women, and like women are constantly taking a break from you. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to get away from you. You need to be where you want to get away from them. Like, I'm several girls' gym crush, and I know I'm their gym crush, and I don't give a fuck, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, oh man, I hope I run into her. I hope I don't run into her, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ran into this girl. I stopped going to the gym, so I didn't run into her no more. Then she started going to the gym. It's like, like, I'm not even trying to be seen by my gym crush. I'm trying to hide from her, and she's still popping up.
But Shape, why is that, man? Because I think a lot more men want to be coddled by women nowadays. They love being coddled by women.
I don't think I need a female's intimacy to survive.
If you don't need it, you're like, fuck it. Like, dude, I could get laid whenever. You're like, what the fuck do I care? Yeah, the less you give a fuck, the more they want you too.
Yeah, and honestly, like I said, you gotta have it in your mind that they're not bro. Fat ass, you know what I'm saying? Boobies, it's not going nowhere. It's gonna still be here.
Oh, thank God.
Bro, to the day you die, there's gonna be ass twerking and titty shaking. The day you die.
Yeah, wait until
the hour. Why are you dying? Why are you taking the last breath? Somebody get a lap dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wait until. Wait, did you see?
Grasping on the last breath of air?
Did you see the first strip club?
Dude just dropped a tip in the OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Ahead,
I think there was a strip club in California that had the first AI robots dancing. I swear to God, I think I saw this on a feed somewhere. I said, "Get the fuck out! This is where society is heading." Like AI robots dancing on stripper
I don't think
poles.
that's the threat. I think but I won't lie, and I'm not saying I'm going to invest in this, but I've been seeing some advertisements for some crazy male sex toys. Yo. I'm like, whoa, they're really trying to make men and women not get along no more. Yo. Like, these toys, you're looking at them like, Jesus, looks like it's a machine. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, even I'm looking at it like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, because they want us to replace each other. Like, we don't need women. They need men. It's all toxic, if you will, you know. And I think the whole thing I was trying to say is like about like me taking a break from girls is saying that is like, you're not going to miss out on women. This idea, people have this fear of loss, right? That, oh my God, I'm going to lose. The way I look at life is like, as time goes on, I'm going to have more and more access to beautiful women. And so it's a right to just chill now. Like, this is 2020. It's not going to be the end of the world for me. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be more time, God, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying, to experience life. You know, if I focus on YouTube, if I focus on helping build this community, you know what I'm saying, there'll be women down the road. And men, your version of YouTube could be you going to school, you getting a job, you know what I'm saying, you start a new career, you becoming fit, like all these things. You got to realize, like, that's the real things that are time sensitive, not women, right? The expiration date on fitness. And what I mean by that is that you should start as early as you can. Don't wait. Don't try to become the fittest man at 70. It's too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should probably work out. But the idea is like, start building the muscle, the strength now. You know what I'm saying? And you can put the girls off till later, not 70s or anything, but I'm just trying to say, like, you know, take a fear and focus on yourself. It's
So
okay.
cheap. What you told me, the best time to start something is yesterday.
Yeah. You know, and you know, if you want to know what you need to be in a rush to do, be in a rush to build your body, be in a rush to read, study. Danya has an amazing bookshelf behind her. You guys know how much I've gotten from reading books, studying books. Like, fall in love with being a student, fall in love with life, being a student of life, trying to grow through life. And just like women feel, you want to do something like women, you want to do something that women do. Women see the excitement in life. Men, we need to see the excitement in life. It's exciting to go to the gym. It's exciting to be planning businesses with your boys. It's exciting to read books and get new skills. You guys just
fall in love with the process of learning. Fall in love with the process of learning. A lot of men don't do that anymore. They want everything quick, bro. Fall in love with that process. Working out legs, working out in general, meeting.
Fall in love with the process of honing your craft. You know what I mean? It's all about
your craft.
Honing your craft, honing your body, all of that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. If you want to be what is it? You know, good with cameras, bro. Learn cameras now. Get a book on cameras. Practice. Watch YouTube videos, bro. Go out there. Make business cards. Have a website. Right? It's that fucking easy. You could work a job for a week and buy an expensive camera.
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately men got to realize that, like, you know, you're going to fail women. You're going to have some successful women, but you'll be a failure with yourself. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, like, be failing with women as you're building a body, building a business. You know what I'm saying? Building some new hats. You know, it's okay.
So since we're on this topic, I guess I could actually bring this up as a part of everything that's kind of come out of the manosphere. When it comes to men's mental health nowadays, how do you guys feel about it? I mean, statistically, it's kind of on the decline. What do you guys think of some of the reasons behind it, and how do we kind of combat that? Well, obviously, we just gave some tips, you know, work on yourself and all of that. But yeah, I'll let you guys take the floor for that.
I can answer this really easy. I think anytime we say mental health, we should just replace mental health with low self-esteem. People say I need a mental health day. Like, I need a low self-esteem day. I need a day to feel bad about myself and be okay about it. I can't perform today because I feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? So listen, mental health is not a permanent thing. It's not a chronic disease, and it's an acute disease. But people endure it and they experience chronically because they won't let go of some bad thoughts, some doubts that they have in their heads. They won't let go of it. Listen, everyone's gonna have doubts, but let it be fleeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like anger, sometimes things gonna bother you, but let it go away. Like, the whole Fresh and Fit fiasco was about guys that couldn't let go of hidden anger. You know what I'm saying? They just held on to their frustration with women all these years. Now, like, now we're gonna get back. You know what I'm saying? We got your girls back. So the mental health thing is holding on to doubt long term, holding on to this idea that you might not be as great as you think you are. And the part of it is, that you're just being impatient. You know, no, you won't have a sick body after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You know what I'm saying? You got to work out for you, but be okay with who you are right now while you're working towards who you want to be, right? Don't hate yourself. Treat yourself like you're someone worth help, and be okay being a beginner. Everybody wants to start off as the pro. You know what I'm saying? Be the beginner. You know what I'm saying? Be the person that you're okay. You to the gym this year, but guess what? This year shall pass too. It will be 3 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years from now. It'll just fly by. I remember when I was a beginner photographer. Now it's 7 years later. I remember when I started working out consistently. Now it's 4 years later. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I started YouTube. Now it's 4 years later.
Time is going to pass anyway, bro.
It's going to pass. So you're worried about some ass you didn't got. You should have worried about some skills you didn't develop. You know what I'm saying? Some workouts you didn't do. So some strength you didn't earn. Mm-hmm. That's what's really at stake.
Yeah, I love how you replaced mental illness with low self-esteem, because I believe that mental illness is low confidence in men. Very low confidence in men. And mental illness, it's more spiritual illness. I think more and more men are becoming spiritually sick because they don't have God in their life. They don't read the Bible. They don't have any spiritual strength to guide them. Okay, because when you're having a tough time, you can always talk to God, find encouragement within yourself. Nowhere in the Bible does it talk about giving up. All those people overcame something. The rain falls on the just and the unjust. That's in Revelations. Bad things happen to good people. Bad things happen to bad people. That's the way life is. But you cannot look at yourself as a failure, ever. There's so many failures out there because they quit so soon. There's a great book called 3 Feet Away from Gold. Someone told this guy who was looking for gold, he was an avid gold hunter. They told him that one of the rivers dried up already. One of the veins dried up for the gold that he was looking for. Right. So he just gave up automatically, walks away, gets out of there. And then he finds out he was 3 feet away from finding that gold. So I think a lot of people, that's a great book. Read that, 3 Feet Away from Gold. That's a great book for you guys to understand. Majority of men's failures in life, they quit so soon. Now all of a sudden they think they're a failure. They don't want to go out in the real world. They don't want to have to face reality. Bro, we do things that we don't want to do. Do you feel like working out every day? I don't feel like working out every day. I still go after a long day of work, making videos, studying, reading books, coming up with material, writing. I don't want to go to the gym sometimes, but I force myself because I know it doesn't matter how I feel. No one gives a fuck about how you feel, bro. There's no hotline you can call as a man. You have to be a man about it. Women have a hotline. Like women are, that shit's acceptable if you're a female. Okay, we don't.
I agree with the spiritual thing you said, because we have, our spirits are out of order, right?
100%.
Our spirits are out of order. And so, you know, when I think about mental health and low self-esteem, I think about motivation, right? I think about motivation. And a lot of people have motivating backwards, okay? A lot of people are looking for the motivation to go to the gym. They're looking for the motivation to start a YouTube channel. They're looking for the motivation to start a podcast. But that's not how motivation works, right? You don't get motivated first and take action, right? You take action, then you get motivated. Many people are looking for the motivation first. No, take action first, right? I didn't have the motivation to make you said the gym. I actually like going to the gym. There's days I'm not feeling so strong. There's days I feel weaker than other days. I feel like, so it's a tougher day at the gym, right? Because you're still trying to have your best as far as you try harder than last time. But this time, let's say you're more sore, you didn't heal up as much or whatever. You're just tired, maybe dehydrated a little bit. When it comes to self-esteem, how we feel about ourselves, it's because we feel like we lack the motivation to become better. But like I said, you got to just action first, then become motivated. We are looking for the motivation. That's out of order. That's putting the cart before the horse. You know, I don't care how great that cart is. It comes after the horse. That's the order, right? Carpets belong on floors and chandeliers belong on ceilings. Order. You know what I'm saying? It would be retarded to hang the carpet on the ceiling and attach the chandelier to the floor. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So when it comes to life, you got to understand that action must be taken first. And then after you take action, get motivated by the action you're going to take next. It has to come next. And that's the sequence of it. Take action. When it goes to the gym, just go. That's it. Don't think about it. Don't complicate. Don't say, man, like you said, sometimes you don't feel like it, but you don't let your feelings affect it, because it doesn't matter if you feel like going to the gym. The gym needs to be gone to. Like, I like the gym like brushing my teeth. I don't think about, do I feel like brushing my teeth? I feel like brushing my teeth every morning. Maybe you could compare it to flossing your teeth. If you need to floss more, start just flossing instead of waiting until you feel like your tooth hurts. If you start flossing when your tooth hurts, you floss too late. You need to floss before the tooth hurts. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I mean, like, when I think about mental health, I think we got a lot of things wrong. I think we got the spirit wrong. And the spirit says to many people that they feel like it first. In life, when you're struggling to survive, you don't got to feel like surviving. If you don't do something about it, you're going to die. Whether you feel like, you know what I'm saying, hunting for an animal or whatever people thought that we used to do. If you feel like cultivating crops and harvests, if you feel like building a house, building a shelter, if you feel like going to the south during the winter for the warmer weather. You know, so we put too much stock to how we feel first in actions. That's a feminine way of thinking. The masculine way of thinking is take action and then tell me how you feel about it afterwards.
Yeah, and motivation, I don't think is sufficient enough. You need determination. You need persistence. You need tenacity in today's society, bro. Nothing beats determination. Nothing beats persistence. Nothing. And you have the tenacity to back it up. It's almost like Mike Tyson in his prime. Right? There was an old saying, a big shot is only a little shot that kept on shooting. So you're going to be that little shot, but you keep on shooting. Eventually, you're going to be a big shot. Hopefully not like Fresh and Fit, but you know I was coming back to that.
Listen.
You don't want to, you don't want to act like them, but.
Nah, I mean, because what they did was they were the big lifter, right? They thought they knew something they could repackage and sell, right? How to get girls, you know, and they told themselves they're a fake fraud the entire time. Like I said, I enjoy things about their content. I react to some of the content, but if you go to some of my older videos, I call them game geeks. You know, they do the game, but they're geeky about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, you got a nigga girl, you got a nigger. Like, you see her, make fun of her hat stupid and tell her she got a stupid hat, and then you got to wear purple boots because purple boots are going to stand up. No one's going to wear purple boots. So it was all about geeky shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you should stand out to a girl. Yeah, you could play with a girl. The whole negging thing is just playing with her, joking with her. But either way, you should understand it from a spiritual standpoint. The spiritual standpoint is, I want to enjoy myself with you. I want to have fun with you. If we can, cool. If we can, that's cool too. You're indifferent about it. That's a spiritual. Have fun and be indifferent about it. But ultimately, no, you got some things to do. Hey, look, girl, look, you're fun, you're cute, you're a great time, but I got something to do, right? I gotta work, I gotta grind, I gotta be on my purpose, you know, and then make sure that you dedicate most of your time to the work that needs to be done and see your time on having fun. Women are fun, so have a portion of fun through your week, but most of your week should be time spent grinding. You know what I'm saying? This is our purpose. So that's why we've been podcasting for the last 2.5 hours, because we know how valuable this is, right? We know we're going to head to 100,000 subs. We know we're going to get the 6 figures that Fresh and Fit ain't getting no more, right? We trying to get the YouTube stimulus check. So please like the video. Follow my boy Danya. He's on TikTok at Czar Danya. You could search him, you'll find him. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, shape_L. Like I said, this podcast has been going really great, but I think we're gonna take it and stop it here. If you guys have no more questions, IP Danya, give me your last couple takes, and then I'm gonna take the show out of here.
I think everything we said is on point. If you guys really want to learn game and how to become masculine men, keep listening to us. And remember, especially that viewer Maxime, I love him because he was asking some bomb-ass questions. Remember this day, Maxime, because I guarantee you, when we blow up, you can be one of the few guys that said, I remember when you guys did your first show. It's always great to say that, right? Oh, I remember when you did your first video. I've been a supporter since day one. Remember that, because we'll never forget you, bro.
And I guess for me, I'll just say, again, discipline is the way to go. If it's hard, do it anyway. Do it hard, do it anyway. So,
stop being weak.
Yeah, it's all
we
about,
need to create stronger men.
Yeah, we're currently in a place in society where, because of the shelteredness of everything, we've gotten a lot weaker. So yeah, you just have to be exposed to the elements. The only way you get better is by just going out and doing stuff. So do that.
Thank you guys. And if you want me to bring back IP and Danya, please show the love and support in the comments. Like the video, share the video. We're going to be looking at the analytics. If this video does well, we'll bring you guys back with some more content like this. If you want this, whenever you watch this, if it's the playback or if it's a live show, let us know how you feel. Thank you guys. Gentlemen, man, it's been a great show. This live stuff is what I think we're born to do. And we'll talk to you playboys and playgirls later, man. Until next time, people, throw the deuces up. Peace.